LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Del Rey to Publix.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. We get Montgomery talking 24 hours a day. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
You got a campaign ending in chaos. You got another campaign that was able to deploy 90,000 volunteers to knock on 3 million doors. Guys, the better campaign is going to win this one.
He's going to lose. It's not even going to be that close, actually. So I know everyone's talking about how close it's going to be, but they're just underrepresenting the women and they're over-calculating because they've been embarrassed, the pollsters, twice.
What are we going to say to Donald Trump in November?
Bye, bye, bye.
He's never going to be president of the United States. Thank God he's not going to be that.
First of all, I'm not going to worry about it, Phil, because he's not going to win.
And he's asked me, why I was getting the champagne. And I said, because I'm going to be toasting Madam President tonight. And he just looked at me with kind of like a smirk on his face. And I said, she's going to win this, right? He says, oh, well, it's very, very close. And I said, no, it's not.
The math has shown Donald Trump has no chance of winning in November of 24. He wouldn't even win Georgia.
Even though Donald Trump is going to claim victory, yeah, within a few hours, you're going to find out that's nonsense and that he lost badly.
All right, here it is, everybody. My final map. But I have to say, I'm not shy about putting 349 electoral votes in the lap of Harris. It's going to be a blowout.
Would people, in the light of this and all else that happened after the 2020 election, going to vote for him this time, who didn't the last time? Hard to believe.
We are one day away from this election, and I think a lot of people are going to be upset.
I would say take Harris over 270 electoral votes. This guy is a loser. He's fat. He's pathetic. He doesn't know where he is. He's confused. He's dazed. And I think people are going to see through that. And, a lot of these macho, guys, I don't think they think it's macho to attack women, attack Puerto Ricans. I mean, I don't think they're blacks or anything else.
If you nominate Donald Trump as the Republican nominee, Joe Biden will win and Kamala Harris will become president. That's a fact. If Donald Trump becomes the Republican nominee, we will get a President Kamala Harris. You mark my words. He cannot win a general election. Donald Trump will not win the general election. You can have him win any primary you want. He will not win a general election. We will have a female president of the United States. It will either be me or it will be Kamala Harris.
There's not going to be a President Donald Trump. That's not going to happen.
All right, this election alert means we are getting to our first big poll closing. Here are our first projections. There, NBC News projects that Donald Trump has won the presidential election in Kentucky, Indiana. In West Virginia, Donald Trump is the winner. Florida, Tennessee, Missouri, Alabama, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Arkansas, Texas, North Dakota, South Dakota. NBC News also projects a winner in the Wyoming presidential race, Mississippi, Louisiana, Ohio, Kansas, Utah, Montana, Iowa, the state of Nebraska in the presidential contest, Idaho. The first swing state is North Carolina, going to Donald Trump. Donald Trump has prevailed in the presidential race in Georgia. Pennsylvania. NBC now projects he is the winner of Michigan and its 15 electoral votes.
Donald Trump is the winner in Alaska, picking up 3 more electoral votes.
Donald Trump has won the state of Wisconsin. He is the winner of this race and will return to the White House as this country's 47th president.
Hey, look what happened. Is this crazy?
Give my remarks to all of the Trump haters, all of the people that said that my Trump was gonna lose. So I say to you this morning, the day after the election,
What do you know? The trash wound up back in the White House, Mayor Reed.
Calling all stations. Clear the air lanes. Clear all air lanes for the big broadcast.
And I hope he sends some troops into downtown Montgomery and restore some law and order there. Just to let you know. Welcome to Happy Hour. There's my co-host, Pamela Dubuque. Isn't she hot? Watch her on YouTube, everybody.
And here they are.
That's Greg and Pamela. No, it's...
Happy Hour with Greg and Pamela.
Yeah, okay, there you go. That's the name of the show. I'll figure it out. Give me time. I'm new at this. I'm going to play this just one last time, just for fun and because it makes me laugh. Yeah, I see I'm too ahead of the curve here. I got to get back into the routine because I don't do this in the morning, and I wish we did because we do clips there as well, but it would be nice. But there's Joy Behar, who recently turned 83 centuries old.
Trump posted a deep fake AI video last night that featured things Senator Schumer never said and had Minority Leader Jeffries wearing a sombrero and a mustache.
What I find really despicable is the resorting to racism.
You're a
and
racist,
xenophobia,
bitch.
which they always seem to do. So they have Speaker Jeffries in this sombrero and this mustache, trying to basically imply that the Democrats are holding out for health care for undocumented immigrants. That's what that messaging was supposed to be.
Racist,
and it's extremely racist. It's extremely xenophobic. It's feeding sort of that xenophobia that we're seeing a lot in this country.
So that is a meme. It's obvious that it's a meme. And sticking that huge AI-generated warning on it, honestly, is an insult to the intelligence of your audience. But maybe you know your audience better than I do. But it's called a meme. And the right is very good at creating political memes that effectively get a point across. In this case, healthcare for illegal immigrants. Now, if you find that meme racist, then this photo of you, Joy, in blackface, which is not a meme, nor is it AI generated, must undeniably be racist by your own standards, no?
We'll be right back.
I love that.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Know the intelligence of our own audience, fundamentally intellectually retarded. Let's go with that today. Oh, I'm on fire. What's happening?
Yeah.
James Comey pled not guilty to criminal charges.
Of course.
A trial is happening in a Democratic cesspool of Alexandria, Virginia. Not named for AOC, not yet. And run by a Biden judge.
So we know what's going to happen.
Yeah. And then he'll probably sue the DOJ for whatever. It is 11 minutes after 3 o'clock. Starting out today, a couple of things. One, and we continue to urge you, if you really want to make a statement about who this city belongs to, have a date night tonight at the fair, or tomorrow night or Friday or any of the days that are left. It's open through Monday. Attendance was a little bit better last night, but still below what the average, especially with the weather being nice. And you don't have to go on the rides, just get into the fair. Make it a dinner date at a picnic table.
I love the date night idea.
Yeah.
I love it.
Enjoy some fair food. It is the safest place you can be in this town without question. The second safest is Baumhauer's, because I'll be there to protect you.
For William B's birthday.
William B. has a birthday. This is a guy who's been a great contributor to the show. And we have so many. I mean, I'm not singling anybody out that anybody's done more than anybody else. And I'll be honest with you, I'm at a point in life with 2 shows a day where I really appreciate the contributions we get from listeners through Facebook Messenger and email and so forth. Mark Cumby, I'm looking at you, mister. Marty Mann, I'm talking about you, and so many others. But he's just been a great friend. Remember a few weeks ago, Rusty? Yeah. Rusty Aldridge, who is also, I mean, literally from the early days, weeks, and months of this show, has been a great contributor but is dealing with some mobility issues. Otherwise, Rusty, you'd be sitting here for me every once in a while, and you'd love working with him. He's just a blast.
He was fun.
But William B. took time off so he could bring him to the radio station. He could hang out here and then join us at Baumhauer's. That's the kind of guy he is. And most of you know that it was a few years ago that his son was murdered in Georgia, and he's been dealing with that and some other losses, yet his spirit remains good. He's somebody who deserves to have his birthday celebrated. So if you can join us at Baumhauer's tonight, please do. And the Yankees, how about them Yankees?
Well, what happened? They won? I was busy last night.
Girls in sports, everybody.
Hey, I like football.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm teasing
college sports. I follow my college team pretty closely.
I'm just teasing you. I mean, I used to work with somebody here who would curl up like a porcupine, ready to throw quills at the slightest tease. But yeah, the Yankees were down 6-1 in a game they needed to win. And I said, okay, it's just not their year. I'm resigned to this. I accept it somewhat. And then they came back and they won 9-6.
Wow.
Aaron Judge, the sleeping giant, woke up, hit a 3-run home run to tie the game, and they added on to that and won 9-6.
Maybe he conserves his energy,
That could
knowing when it's clinch time.
Yeah, you know, I did mention that in 1995, Derek Jeter, first year as a Yankee and one of the all-time greats, and a role model, a real role model, not a fake one. Derek Jeter made an incredible play in a game the Yankees were playing in Oakland, a game they needed to win to continue in that 5-game playoff. And they won that game, and they went on to win the next 2. So they have done this before, and other teams have too. And I know right now, everybody listening, within the sound of my voice, oh, it's baseball again.
Boring.
I just need
Not
to.
everybody.
Oh, and by the way, there's games all afternoon. We've got, what do you say we take a look? You know, I should have done this with Joey. Right now, the Seattle Marinas, this is a funny story. The team name is the Mariners. And many years ago, when the integration of women into radio was sort of at its inception, and she eventually came and worked here as our promotion director. Jody Stewart, wonderful, great friend. But Jody got tossed into the news chair because my news guy was out sick, and she wasn't really into sports at all. And she mentioned, and I've teased her about it for many years. She called them the Seattle Marinas. And I just teased her about it on the air. And then when she came here, of course, the Seattle Marinas were reborn. They are playing the Tigers today, a team they should beat. They lost the first game. They've won the next 2. And if they win this afternoon, they go to the American League Championship Series. And I want to take a look at the box score there. They're up 2-0 now. And let's see how they scored their runs. I want to see if Cal Raleigh hit a home run. We got a walk. Nobody hit a home run. Anyway, they're up 2-0. At 5 o'clock, those Chicago Cubs, they've got a do-or-die situation with the Brewers. I'm not very confident that they're going to be able to survive that series. And then the Yankees, we'll be able to watch them at Baumhauer's. We'll be toasting William B. and hoping that the Yankees can put that game away early, because I don't need the stress of a nail biter. And then later on, the Phillies and the Dodgers, our buddy David Blackman will be up late watching that one, I'm sure. Nothing new that I know of in follow-up to the Saturday night massacre downtown.
No.
Let me check one of our disreputable local sources to see. Well, they did cancel the entertainment district idea.
Yeah. But, I mean, you know,
I don't know that
people pay for those drinks.
Yeah.
That's a little bit different than what happened Saturday night when they had drinking out there and it was
how about
free
if we stop giving
and unlimited.
free beer to hyped up football fans might be a good start, or other suspicious characters that may be running around.
Did you see that picture that was on Montgomery Uncut that was like an actual child with a weapon.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I did
One
not
of our
see that.
listeners sent it to me.
Montgomery and Cut's a very useful source, and
Yep.
I check it out frequently. Here's some good news, though. Montgomery city leaders, and we use that term loosely here, approved a resolution at Tuesday night's council meeting designed to support the financially troubled Jackson Hospital. In a unanimous vote, the city said it intends to enter an agreement with Jackson to keep the hospital financially viable, and they are encouraging both county and state leaders to do likewise. And we know it would be a disaster to lose Jackson. And frankly, all my experiences with
You can't afford it.
no,
You can't.
and it's a good, as a patient, I've been there at least 3 or 4 times, surgeries and so forth. And every single time I've had to use Jackson, it's been top notch. Great doctors, good staff, customer services, and that's an important thing in any business, including medicine, has been reliably good. But our hospitals in general cannot survive the burden of paying for the health care of, again, people who don't belong in this country, who are draining our resources. We can't afford it, on top of the fact that it's just wrong to begin with. We're the only country on the planet that has tolerated that. Go see if you can go vote in a French election.
Right.
Or just wander in across the border into Iran and see where you end up. Not that anybody would want to do that.
No.
But so let me ask you this, if I may be skeptical. If this incident Saturday night does not happen, does the council still vote to support Jackson? I think this is there is some make good in this gesture. I can't say for certain. And if anybody on the council wants to call in and ring me, that's fine. But you do make us wonder with your behavior. You really do. So I'm a little bit suspicious. We have a call?
We do.
Can't be. Who's this?
Hi.
Hi.
What you doing? I know. You didn't recognize her voice?
You didn't know me?
It's because you didn't go, hi.
It's
Hey.
Yeah. Hi.
Get together. My Cats won last night, 3-2 in our home opener.
Is it the official start of the season now?
Yesterday was, yeah.
Well, yeah, it was our first home opener, and they did the whole raising of the Stanley Cup 2025 flag and the presentation of the cup. I got a little teary-eyed.
Wear your bedazzled jersey at home?
I did not wear the bedazzled jersey only because I have one last portion of gauge to do, which I hope to finish this week. But between the needle pointing and the sourdough and the kids, it's just sitting on my dining room table.
And I keep sending you TikToks of different Halloween crafts I need you to get on.
I don't get it, Jen. With all the free time you have, I just don't get it.
I don't know how I haven't had it finished yet, but I will say I've had 4 trials in the last 2 days in 3 different counties. So I've been a little busy at work. And now I'm on my way to go pick up Steven because we have tutoring this afternoon. So it's just one thing after the other, guys. Oh, but I did hear a rumor today. It is a rumor, so I want to be very clear when I say this. Okay, I was not confirmed.
You love her.
But I heard from a fairly reliable source that's not related to me by blood or marriage that Montgomery police officers are under 150.
What?
Now, I don't know if that is true. We were having a conversation about this weekend's situation, and it was relayed to me that I was like, that's shocking. Because they were asking, like, where's all the money going for all of these 500 officers we're supposed to have that the city has budgeted for? Like, and that's when it was told to me that there was, like, under 150. And I was like, there's no way.
That actually gave me chills. Like, that is scary.
So if anybody can confirm that, or if anybody knows, like, I'm just throwing that out there.
That could be the number of officers who are on patrol and street duty, because the police department could also include parking enforcement and jobs that are not necessarily connected to dealing with criminals and so forth.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's the figure that was put out. I just was like, aghast. I was like, what?
Why can't we have a mayor that we can trust when he opens his mouth and tells us, "Oh, we have more than enough cops"? Oh, crap.
Margie
you know,
commented
I
and
know
said
that
she's
for a
right.
fact. Oh,
Margie commented
see,
on
that
this
scares
stream and
me.
said she's right on the officers.
Well, I know Mayor Reed has 24-hour security by MPD in front of his residence. So, I mean, like, there's one, if not two officers.
Well, that's a real good example to set, huh?
Yeah. So, while the rest of the city is sitting ducks, basically.
Well, you know,
I cannot tell you the last time I saw a Montgomery police officer anywhere. And I pass by Ripley twice a day to and from Elmore County.
I know. Every
That's the
time
only
I
time
drive
see them is
here,
parked in front of the police department.
I see Elmore County and Wetumpka cops.
Why can't we get a straight answer to
all
this
the way
question?
through there.
Why is it so hard to get a straight answer to this question? Because if that's true, that means that this mayor deliberately defunded the police by not hiring and replacing those who left the force. Many of whom left the force because they didn't feel support. I think that may have changed, though, with Gray Boys as the chief. But I don't know.
About, didn't Joey, I mean, here's the thing. Remember when all that stuff was going on with Greg Gunn and all that? And the police chief, like, I think came on Joey's show or your show and, like, made statements and stuff. Like, is that possible? Like, to try to get maybe the police chief to ask, you know, go straight to the source. Like, how many officers do we have?
It should be a matter of public record. It should be easy to find out.
Okay.
So,
but I mean, there's such a high turnover. I mean, I don't know. But anyways, that's what I was very alarmed when I heard that today, and I wanted to pass that information along. So I was like, ooh, that's uncomfortable.
when will we get to enjoy the presence of you at the Bomb Hours?
Soon. I was not aware that tonight we were celebrating the love of my life, William B.
William B.
I love him. He's, you know, top 5 favorite individuals on the planet. But I have 5 children that I have to take care of this evening, and Jared is out of town at a work conference. And I'm going to a wedding this weekend in Georgia, so I've just got a lot going on.
How come everybody gets invited to weddings but me? Nobody invites me to weddings. Last wedding I went to was my daughter's. Nobody ever invites me to weddings.
Invites Greg. I don't get invited to weddings because I'm a divorce lawyer. People are like, ooh, that's bad juju. But this is a very, very close family friend. It's a very small, intimate wedding. Pamela, to answer your question, no, I wish I did because you would get first dibs. But the children are staying here with Jared and my dad. Mom and I are going. It's such a small wedding. It's just Mom and I. Like, it's not even Mom and I plus one or even my dad. So the house is handled. But you know, you're always welcome to come crash at my place whenever you want. You don't need an excuse. You can come house sit at my house with me there. So, but yeah, it's a busy week.
Yeah, I've been feeling an absence, a void in my life lately, and I just realized it's 2 things: swimming and meatballs.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you're always welcome to come swimming in my pool, and I can make meatballs on the fly.
William B is very sad.
What?
I know, William.
You want us to
had
change
I
the date?
known, I could have planned accordingly, but you know, with Steven tutoring and me single parenting it tonight, it's just a lot.
Hang on, we're going to go live to William B for reaction to your not attending his party.
The folks with me, this is terrible. This is one of the worst catastrophes in the world.
I know. I will make it up to him. I promise. But it's just. I need this week and next week, honestly, to be over because next week is fall break for Elmore County.
Oh.
So the kids have a half day Friday, and then they're out Monday and Tuesday.
I'm so excited.
I mean, I'm not. And then we have no school Thursday because it's parent-teacher conference day.
Mm-hmm.
So my kids are going to school, Wednesday and Friday next week? Like, what is this?
My parents are going to be here, so.
I'm thinking about taking the kids to the fair Monday or Tuesday during the day
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, Greg. You know how I feel. I'm not 100% confident taking my kids to the fair at night. I know. But Montgomery has me really uneasy right now. It just does. And I work in Montgomery. I just don't like the way the vibe is right now.
I went to the fair on
Something to change.
Saturday, and I'm telling you, they've never done a better job of putting it on. The police presence is strong without feeling like you're in, visiting a maximum security facility. They're just there.
How's the Tilt-A-Whirl is what I want to know. Like, how's that?
It made Greg sick.
Mm-hmm.
So it was at peak Tilt-A-Whirl.
Well, it was the.
Like, I get it. We went to the fair 3 or 4 years ago with the kids, and it was the day after I went to the Zach Bryan concert. And I made Jared have the man physically stop the Tilt-A-Whirl because I was like, I need off now. And they did, because I was about to have a second one. And I get it. Like, my adult stomach is not made for that.
Well, you know me, I'm a skeptic, and I'm not going to say something I don't completely mean, but I was blown away, had a great time,
except for the Tilt-A-Whirl. Well, I mean, I've never had a problem at the fair, but you have to remember, like, Jared used to have to work the fair when he worked for MPD. All officers had, like, 2 or 3 shifts at the fair. And so I would usually go, when Jared was working.
Right.
But now that we don't live in Montgomery anymore, I really do have to make an effort to do that. And it's got to be worth my money, but let alone mine and my kids' safety.
I don't think that you have anything to worry about.
Right.
You of all
probably take
people
the
with
kids
your
to the fair
insights,
next week.
I appreciate your opinion on this more than anybody. But and I couldn't genuinely encourage people to go. Like what I'm suggesting is because of the charities that benefit from this, the Kiwanis
We do
Club.
need to support the Kiwanis Club. This is the biggest fundraiser of the year, and it is very important.
Yeah, and so many people have put their heart and soul, and they have an incident that happened miles away. Cast a pall over it. Larry Stevens on the morning show yesterday, and he said the fair is constantly connected to things that never happened there. There's never been
No, there's never been
incident.
a major incident at the fair, and I can tell you that from personal knowledge. I'm very nosy when it comes to what's going on, especially if I'm going to take my children there. And I know a lot of people that have worked at the fair on the security side, and there's never been an incident that's been tied to the fair. But Greg, I'll say this: like, even going in and out of Montgomery, it's just something that we're thinking about now. It's not something I really thought about before, but I can't tell you, Pamela, how many times I've been downtown at Jerry's Juice Joint across the street from where that massacre happened. Like, that causes me pause.
Have you heard any
Stay strapped.
Your insights on that event, by the way?
No, not really.
No, there's been no
Nobody
additional
in custody.
news. No.
I haven't really heard anything of substance. I think people are just talking about it. I will tell you that I have full confidence in our law enforcement, especially with everybody involved in this case, that they will shortly have somebody, I won't say somebody, individuals in custody, because I mean, there's probably more than one person. There's a lot of shots fired. But I did drive down there today because I missed my turn. So I drove down that way, and you can see, I mean, there are quite a few bullet holes throughout downtown Montgomery, broken windows, bullet holes in the apartments above where Mellow Mushroom used to be. I mean, it looks like a war zone.
Well, how do you think this will impact the little mayor who can't?
He doesn't care.
No.
He's not running for re-election.
The fact that he was indignant and he's like, I don't need secondhand commentary.
Was nice
from somebody.
Nice to know that we've spent over $100,000 on Ferris wheels and PR efforts to get him on national TV. Why? I don't know.
My personal opinion, and this is no reflection of Delkin Tomlinson or anybody else, my personal opinion of Mayor Reed has never been a strong one. I did not vote for Mayor Reed when I lived in, the city of Montgomery. I'm not a fan, and I never have been, and I probably never will be. And I think that his reputation has stood strong with me. He hasn't done anything that's knocked my socks off. If anything, I was like, well, yeah, leopard doesn't change its spots, and he's been provided ample opportunity to step up and show out, and he hasn't. So he's not my mayor. Like, I moved out of Montgomery because of things like this.
No, I know, and I was at your previous house within the city limits, and when you started telling us what was happening out your way, I was stunned. That because
and that was 4 years ago, and look at it now; it's got nothing but worse.
Well, we just want to do everything we can to get people out to the fair, because you know what? If it doesn't do well, we may lose it, and that would be
right. And we don't want to do that. I'm gonna go, Pamela. Figure out what you're doing Monday or Tuesday. Let's take the kids to the fair.
I have a photo shoot Tuesday. I might be able to do some.
Fair will be over Tuesday. Monday is the day.
Monday
holiday. It's Columbus Day. You know that guy that was the what was he? The racist.
Oh yeah.
You know, the colonialist.
They don't call it Columbus Day in Vermont. They call it Indigenous People Day.
Yeah,
well, it's Indigenous people on the calendar, but like
Star Spangled Ding Dong.
Yeah, I like that.
But like, I don't know, like that's kind of offensive. It's Columbus Day. Like, we all know he didn't find. You know what I mean? Like, anybody who's had American history like knows he wasn't here first. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So we still call it Columbus Day, whatever.
Well, but think about it. I mean, he had to beg the Queen. The whole story. They went to Queen Isabella and said,
"Hello, Queen.
I need 3 ships to sail to find some spices in the New World, wherever that may be."
Good for him. Like, I mean, yeah, he set the stage for the colonization of what we know today as the Americas. Like, give him a day.
That's what they did back in those days.
Right.
Like, whatever, give him a day. Like,
also,
you want to have Indigenous People Day? Cool. Like, I'm cool with that too. Let's have all the days.
I think we should have a Jay Quellen Day, actually.
I think we already have too many days.
Yeah, this is true too.
I don't need my own day. But like, as long as the kids are in school, I don't care what you call it. National Pancake Day, Ice Cream Day, Talk Like a Pirate Day.
You know,
have all the days.
You know,
but like, just keep my kids in school, Elmore County, because
every day is Jay
I just
Quellen
need them there. No, thank you.
in my heart.
But yeah, I appreciate that. But yeah, I just wanted to call before my second job started. So I'm en route, but I'll be listening, and I'll chat with you guys tomorrow.
All right, thanks for calling. By the way, I just got a note from Bella Faccia that I went to Gary and Joni's wedding 2 years ago, so I've been correct.
I need a wedding to go to too. I don't have enough opportunities to like get dressed up.
Actually, I really don't have much fun. I love my daughter's wedding; was awesome. But Gary and Joni, theirs was one of the funnest I ever attended. It's just that I, in general, don't get invited to them. Here's a call from
Sandra.
Sandra.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Hey. I was wondering, the lady that you were talking to, I don't remember her name just right now. She said something about she lived in Elmore County and she didn't see a heavy police presence or anything. I also lived in Elmore County, and yesterday, after the ALEA had before that night, they had stuck out that it was going to be every officer was to be patrolling and everything.
Mm-hmm.
In Millbrook, I can attest for you, state troopers, Millbrook Police Department, they are patrolling. They are everywhere.
I think she was saying when she comes into Montgomery from Elmore County, there's like a distinct difference in presence.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't want to go to Montgomery. I do everything in my power not to go to Montgomery.
No,
It terrifies me to go there.
Yeah.
The smaller towns are not cutting their police budgets because they understand that one of the things that's brought people to Prattville, Millbrook, and Wetumpka, and Deatsville too, is safety.
Yep.
Nobody's done more to build those cities up than this one, with its inept leadership and leftist approaches to solving problems, which do not work. They will never work. But hopefully, now that we have trash, quoting Mayor Reed, back in the White House, maybe we'll get a few troops downtown and let people know who's boss.
Well, I'm sick over him. He makes me sick.
Yeah, me too.
I called in to Joey yesterday, and and I gave my thought about what was going on with him.
Were you the one who called in and said, "Excuse my tinfoil hat"?
No, that was not me.
Well, there's a lot of women that call Joey because they're trying to start something with him.
No.
Mr. Eligible Bachelor.
I think this is. I honestly believe it's political. I mean, he took money to campaign for Kamala Harris and blew that all over the place in Washington, being on all those TV shows and everything. This is the citizens of Montgomery's money.
Yeah.
And he wants to get his foot into Washington. Tuberville is going to run for governor. That leaves a seat in the Senate. I think that Ivy is trying to push Mayor Reed into that spot.
Oh, God.
And if that happens, that we are screwed.
Stephen Reed has no chance to become senator. None. I think that's absolute fantasy.
Prove me wrong. That's all I can say.
I hope so, too. And Sandra, we appreciate your call. Thank you so much.
I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
All right, 3:40. I did 7 miles today.
Good job.
You know, I'm not exactly a kid anymore. Get up at 3, do a morning show, manage difficult personalities like Rich Thomas and Jay Scott, being facetious. Grab a bite to eat, get a little nap, go out and pedal 7 miles, and then come back. In the meantime, busily mentally engaged and all. Here's the thing: the energy to get through that is something that is absolutely attributable to the balance in health the Montgomery Men's Health has given me. Guys, it's a lot more. Yes, they can address any issue of sexual health, ED, PE, common problems, and there are solutions to those problems, Montgomery Men's Health, that are not widely known at all, but they're available there. It's not just pills, because pills don't work for everybody and sometimes don't work at all. It's a much deeper issue. It's a complicated plumbing process, friends, and it sometimes needs a little extra help. But your overall well-being, your energy to get through the day, to have something left in the tank at the end of your workday, to go to the fair, take her out for dinner, whatever it is. If it's not there, call 334-440-3663 and get your testosterone level checked for $99. And here's the better news. If it's not where it needs to be, they can fix it there and fix it quickly, and you'll go through a restoration process that's phenomenal, along with any other issue that you'd like them to help you with. 334-440-3663 or MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. Wow, it's 3:41 already.
Well, we had an accident reported a few minutes ago, I-65 southbound at the Day Street exit at the interchange. We are not seeing that one, but please use caution there. All of our earlier accidents, we believe, have cleared. We might still have some folks on the scene, though, on 65 northbound. This is going to be past the Millbrook exit. Please use caution there. Buckle up, drive carefully. We will keep you updated. At McKinnon Toyota, trade in any non-Toyota pickup on a Tundra or Tacoma and get an extra $1,000 off. It's worth the drive. McKinnon Toyota, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Wendell J. Montgomery, Skywatch Traffic.
News is brought to you by Jack Ingram Nissan. Shop now at jackingramnissan.com.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, here's today's top stories. The Montgomery City Council voted unanimously Tuesday night to suspend open carry alcohol use in the downtown entertainment district. The decision follows a mass shooting in the district on Saturday night in which 2 people were killed. The suspension will go into effect immediately. A Montgomery man has died following a weekend auto accident. The two-vehicle crash happened Friday night in the area of Adrian Lane and Audubon Road. 59-year-old James Andre Lewis was transported to a nearby hospital where he died on Tuesday. The cause of the accident remains under investigation. A local man has been arrested on charges of assaulting a Montgomery police officer. The incident happened Monday night in the 5700 block of Kalmar Drive, where an MPD officer responded to a domestic violence dispute. 26-year-old Devontae Wright allegedly pushed and struck the officer. Wright had several outstanding felony warrants. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
In the market for a used car? Visit jackingram.com to view our selection of luxury, domestic, and imported vehicles. With 8 locations and online at jackingram.com, Jack Ingram Motors is sure to have the perfect car for you.
Today's show is brought to you by Sectional Couches, the easiest furniture to split when you get a divorce.
I'm Stephanie Bryan, chairwoman of the Porch Creek Indians. Tourism and hospitality are more than industries to the Porch Creek Indians. Providing a warm welcome is part of our heritage. It's central to who we are. From Atmore to Aruba, we've created more than 20 unique travel and tourism destinations, providing unforgettable guest experiences and life-changing career opportunities for our tribe and our neighbors in Alabama and beyond. Learn more at porchcreekindians.org.
Hello, everyone. Robbie Pelt with Capital City Roofing. If you think about it, your home is your biggest investment in life. Your roof covers your home, so why jeopardize your biggest investment on a roofer you don't know anything about when you can deal with a reputable roofing company like Capital City Roofing? We have an A+ Better Business rating and the best manufacturers and workmanship warranties available. We do all residential and commercial roofing applications that are certified through the manufacturer to ensure you get the best material and workmanship money can buy. We also have your project in our best interest before and after construction has been done. Don't hesitate to call us if you have any roofing issues or questions. We will match any of our competitors' price and give you the same great workmanship warranty. We also give free estimates. Give us a call today and let us show you the difference. 277-3311. That's 277-3311. Or you can check us out on the web at www.capitalcityroofing.com. Capital City Roofing. We capitalize the roofing industry.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Protect your home and auto with a bundle from Progressive so you can stop worrying about them and invent new things to worry about, like snakes in your bedroom. Sure, that sounds incredibly irrational, but now that we've mentioned it, you are a little worried. The odds of one snake, let alone snakes plural, are so slim. But you might want to check. Oh, you're not near your bedroom. Guess you'll just have to sit there and worry about it. So let Progressive protect your home and auto, because you've got enough to worry about. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey,
we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Protect your home and auto with a bundle from Progressive so you can stop worrying about them and invent new things to worry about, like snakes in your bedroom. Sure, that sounds incredibly irrational, but now that we've mentioned it, you are a little worried. The odds of one snake, let alone snakes plural, are so slim. But you might want to check. Oh, you're not near your bedroom. Guess you'll just have to sit there and worry about it. So let Progressive protect your home and auto, because you've got enough to worry about. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states.
I'm Jim Smith with Adams Drugs, and what our customers say about our business is the most important advertising tool. I'm here with Ronnie Tone, who is a longtime customer of Adams Drugs, moved away for 3 years, and came back to town recently. Ronnie, how easy was it to move your business back to Adams Drugs?
Jim, it was very easy. All we did was make a phone call to the store in Prattville. That's where we live now, and they took it from there, and I didn't do anything else.
What has your overall experience been like here at Adams Drugs?
Well, we are glad to be back with Adams. We've had quite an experience in some towns we lived in, and they have great service. You can tell that the employees are glad to be there to serve you, and I couldn't ask for any more. Whatever formula the Vinson family has, they need to keep it in a safe place because it's certainly working.
Come into any of our 12 Adams Drugs locations. Visit us at adamsdrugs.net to find the location nearest you. Adams Drugs is your independently owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network is brought to you by Ernest Financial.
If you're tired of losing your money in the stock market, call David Ernest, 334-279-7431. Ernest Financial, LLC.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Once again today, I think there will be showers on the radar, but most towns will get skipped. The showers will be few and far between. We're back in the 80s again for a high temperature today, at least the middle 80s today, upper 60s tonight. But a cold front is on the way, and that's going to bring us some big changes. Thursday's high may reach 80. I've got us around 59 on Thursday night, with Friday's high only in the middle 70s and much less humidity. Get ready for a beautiful fall weekend ahead. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Whether you're buying a home or auto or consolidating debt, CB&S Bank's personal loans get you where you need to go. Go to cbsbank.com to find a location near you or apply online today. All loans subject to credit approval, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
If it concerns your community, you'll hear about it on News Talk 93.1. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Ladies and gentlemen, the governor of Illinois.
Get in my belly! That this is a convicted felon. I mean, think about that. Who is threatening to jail me. I got to say, this guy's unhinged. He's insecure. He's a wannabe dictator. And there's one thing I really want to say to Donald Trump. If you come for my people, you come through me. So come and get me.
What does that mean?
If you come for my people, your people? I don't think illegal. Well, I guess they are. What a... I'll watch my tongue here because there are words forming in my lips that I really don't want to use on the air. What a jerk off this guy is. You're going to have to come through me. I don't know that we have a big enough military to go through, you fat bastard. Jeez.
I'm having one of those days where the news just annoys me.
It annoys me too. Did you hear they arrested the guy who started the wildfire?
Yes.
In California.
And I don't think that was an isolated thing.
An Uber driver arrested for maliciously igniting the deadly Palisades fire. Now, what did they arrest him for? Maliciously starting a fire, arson. He should be charged with murder. It's not like he, a house or two got caught. There's 12,000 homes that are no longer there because of this.
Yeah, but it's not that simple either.
He was arrested in Florida. He made an initial appearance in Orlando. His real name is Rinderneck.
What?
Rinderneck. Sounds like Ringerneck. Also known as Jonathan Rinder of starting the Lockman fire. Just after midnight on New Year's Day, the maliciously damaged and destroyed by means of fire, the fire known as Lockman fire and Palisades fire. Officials said it continued burning underground until winds ignited what became the Palisades fire.
But who didn't put out the Palisades fire? Why was that such a of that scale?
During the press conference, officials said he was a resident of Palisades, familiar with the neighborhood he's accused of starting the fire in. This has got to be a much bigger case than just him. Maybe he'll turn on some of the others, but they should all be charged with murder. None of them should see the light of day again. He used ChatGPT to create images of a dystopian painting of a city being burned on one side, while hundreds of thousands of people in poverty are trying to get past a gigantic gate with a big dollar sign on it.
That just...
Well, so we know who's been to public school, don't we?
I don't know about that.
It killed 12 people, largely destroyed the Pacific Palisades and parts of Malibu. 6,800 buildings burned. Many are starting to rebuild. When does that process really begin? I've heard that they got like one
They
permit
can't
code.
rebuild. Yeah, they're not letting.
So that's a load of BS. Anyway, that was Governor Pritzker of Illinois telling Donald Trump, the president, I'm calling him a felon. Like, we don't know that all of that. And here's the other thing. Now they're protecting Letitia James, who prosecuted him for crimes she herself purportedly has committed. How does she get away with this?
How do any of them?
The DOJ, the federal prosecutor in Virginia, says, I'm not going to do it. Well, fire him. Find somebody who will. This one-sided justice system is, you talk about divisive. What's more divisive than one set of rules for the Democrats because their cause is just and blah, 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 all the usual happy crap, but not somebody and not one Democrat, not one, although you can always leave room for John Fetterman, I suppose, has said anything about the candidate in Virginia who is running for AG, Attorney General, and is on record having wished bullets into the head of his opponent and his two kids. They can't even bring themselves to do that, folks. These people are out of their minds. It's just astonishing to me. I mean, it's not even a matter of fairness. But should we be surprised? I don't think so.
No.
Because we've seen this circus before. Absolutely unbelievable. 3:55 is the time. You know what we forgot? Let's do our due diligence here.
The Gillette Cavalcade of Sports is on the air.
4 do-or-die baseball games happening this afternoon. Let's check in on the one that's started a little while ago, and that's the Seattle Marinas versus the Detroit Tigers. Seattle wins this game.
It's tied.
It's tied at 3-3. Well, Cal Raleigh has an RBI. I wonder how Detroit scored those runs. What do you say we take a look at the Tigers lineup and see what's happening there? Well, no home runs there, just a bunch of hits. So, okay, it's 3-3 at the end of 5 innings. But get that series back to Seattle, and they'll win it there if they lose today. The Cubs start their game shortly, I think, at either 4 or 5 o'clock. The Yankees, they'll be on at Baumhauer's. And again, we hope you'll join us at Baumhauer's Victory Grill for food, fun, and camaraderie as we celebrate the birthday of the one, the only, William Bay, our guy. Let's talk about AMS Studios in Prattville for a moment, shall we?
Sure.
We're in that
Gift
buying
season.
Yes. You want to look your best? If family's coming, look, that's Thanksgiving is about
accidents. Those are not really causing any problems for folks trying to get here and there this afternoon, off the road in parking lots, that sort of thing. Please buckle up, drive carefully, and we will keep you updated on traffic. Right now, things looking pretty good all over the area. At McKinnon Nissan, they have over 100 used cars in stock, 0% financing up to 60 months on select models. It's worth the drive. McKinnon Nissan, exit 212 of I-65 in Clanton. Wendell J. Montgomery, Skywatch Traffic.
Buy now, pay later. With a holiday loan from ASC Credit Union, you can borrow what you need today and make no payments for 90 days. The holidays are coming fast. Black Friday deals, Cyber Monday steals, gifts, travel, and more. Don't let your budget hold you back from making this season magical. Shop stress-free and enjoy the holidays on your terms.
ASD Credit Union. Your life, your goals, your ASD.
Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Put the power of Action 8 News in the palm of your hand. Download the free Action 8 News app to stay on top of breaking news wherever you are. Search for WAKA News in your app store to download the Action 8 News app today. Keep your family safe by watching Action 8 News. Look for 8 on your side consumer alerts with product recalls involving cars, food, children's toys, and other items in your home. 8 on your side, keeping you safe only on Action 8 News.
Do you have real estate problems? Whether you're facing foreclosure, inherited a property, or have costly repairs, we understand. At Rapid Fire Home Buyers, we're here to help. Any condition, any situation, we'll give you an honest cash offer for your home so you can move forward. Because when real estate problems cause you uncertainty, you deserve a solution you can trust. Any condition, any situation, we're here to help. Give Rapid Fire Home Buyers a call today at 334-675-1000. That's 334-675-1000.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
Hi, this is Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop. Listen every Saturday to Winning Wellness and learn from experts in different fields of science and technology how nutritional supplements can help you.
Listen to Winning Wellness every Saturday at 10 a.m.
And now, Dad Joke Theater.
I remember a time when I could go to the supermarket with just $2 in my pocket and walk out with a pack of 4 porterhouse steaks.
Is that so, dear?
Yes, but now they have cameras everywhere.
Join us again for another Dad Joke Theater.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. Another vote, another failure as the Senate fails to advance funding bills to end the government shutdown. Both parties had their own version and simply did not get enough vote to advance either one. Some federal unions, meanwhile, starting to weigh in after news that not all furloughed workers may be eligible for back pay once a shutdown comes to an end. More medical concerns for Colorado football coach Deion Sanders. He's undergoing a procedure related to blood clots. He says that's all tied to a hereditary condition. He does have the hope of being back at practice and on the sidelines this weekend against Iowa State. A booming session on Wall Street today, but the Dow gave up some ground at the very last minute, closed down by just 1 point. The high-tech NASDAQ was up 255 points. The S&P 500 up about 40. This is SRN News.
You know, a lot of times you have to choose between something high quality or something that saves you money. But what if you could get both? Why not? Especially when it comes to healthcare, and that is MediShare. You get both. Many families save $500 a month with MediShare, and that's huge. But it's also true that people wind up way more satisfied too. And we know this from research of members. There's a lot they like about MediShare, but especially they love being part of something they believe in. And MediShare works, too. It has for more than 30 years. There are hundreds of thousands of members who love having telehealth if they need it. They love the huge PPO network. So yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or you're part of the gig economy or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price in 2 minutes. Here's the number. Call 844-45-BIBLE. That's 844-45-BIBLE. 844-45-BIBLE.
Today's show is brought to you by Dead Silence, which is what dinner sounds like at Will and Jada's.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Alabama Wholesale Lumber. For tough, good-looking roofs, it's Tamco Shingles from Alabama Wholesale Lumber. For great folks and great prices, call Alabama Wholesale Lumber.
Rich Thomas weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Once again today, I think there will be showers on the radar, but most towns will get skipped. The showers will be few and far between. We're back in the 80s again for a high temperature today, at least the middle 80s today, upper 60s tonight. But a cold front is on the way, and that's going to bring some big changes. Thursday's high may reach 80. I've got us around 59 on Thursday night, with Friday's high only in the middle 70s and much less humidity. Get ready for a beautiful fall weekend ahead. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers.
You're listening to the most exciting radio show in America, or perhaps you're watching it on YouTube, Happy Hour with Greg and Pamela. And we have a clip ready to play, unless we want to take this call first.
How long is the clip?
2 minutes.
This is a convo type of call.
All right, so let's play this clip. It's from Jesse Waters and Kamala, and this is a tactic that a lot of Dems are using. Potty mouth. She's turned into like a street hoodlum when she's at speaking engagements. And why not? I mean, nothing else is word for her. She's pathetic. Oh, and by the way, Joe Biden was at the Phillies game, because after all, Joe's a big Phillies fan. He was on camera and sound asleep. It was Betty Buys at the ball game. Now, I'd like to know how anybody, much less Joe, can sleep when 47,000 people are screaming their bloody brains out at a baseball game. But I digress. This clip is from...
His stimulants had worn off.
Yeah, probably the Adderall, whatever they're giving him.
Kamala's cursing like she's Richard Pryor.
Some level of concern and care. It's not just basic curiosity.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
And these are out there.
Look at her. She's hammered.
National security secrets and war plans on signal. These
Kamala's just following the new Democrat playbook. More F-bombs and a little less trans. The only problem is Kamala's Mrs. DEI. She is addicted to the game. And then there's Autopen, spotted at the Phillies game. Joe thought he was watching the Eagles. He brought bad juju, too. The Phils are about to get swept. As a great man once said, everything woke turns to shh.
I know.
Trump says the left's an army of Ilhan Omars.
I look at your leadership, I don't know who to speak to. The Democrats have no leader. They remind me of Somalia, okay? You know, and I met the president of Somalia. I told him about the problem he's got. I said, you have somebody from Somalia who's telling us how to run our country. She's from Somalia. He said, would you like to take her back? He said, no, I don't want her.
So who is leading the Democrats? Last week, AOC hijacked the ship and told Republicans, come to my office and talk. This week, Shri took the wheel and said the time for talk's over.
Negotiating. There is no appetite on the part of Mike Johnson or the Senate leadership. Or
You see the look on this guy's face?
He looks like he peels off his skin at night and turns into a lizard.
The president to really come to the table with some good faith negotiations. This is life and death issue for Americans.
It was nice of him to give up his job as a customer service agent in India to.
And we're not going to give in. You know, we are not going to cave in. We're not going to give in. We're going to keep fighting this.
I want to cancel my cable.
What is AT&T doing without
Shri
him?
has a lot of work to do. In Battleground, Michigan, here's a crowd at a Democrat Senate candidate, Drew. Watch.
Look at that. There's
Thank you, Grand Rapids. Skaggs. Thank you, Phil Skaggs. And thank you, Mayor David LeGrand. I got to say, you guys have brought the heat here to progressives in the park.
There's nobody there.
Oh my gosh. Nuh-uh. Also, that guy, Shree, did not blink.
Look who's on the line. Let's forget all that for a moment and do this instead.
Happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
As we welcome William Bay.
Thank you.
Hey, we're having a big event at Baumhauer's tonight called Self-Amusement. We're going to entertain ourselves over there, but we want you to be in the middle of it because you're our special guy.
We can do that. We can do that. Yes. I think I recognize that voice you were just talking about. I think his name is Randy.
Randy?
Randy?
This is Randy. I'm calling from Cleveland. I live in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Right. You know. But anyway, I was telling Pamela, I heard somebody call in to another show this morning, and he mentioned something that I had never heard about. That cities that have problems with violent crime can get grants from an organization or whatever called the Bureau of Justice Assistance.
The Bureau of Justice Assistance. Grants for what?
They give grants to cities with high rates of violent crime to fight violent crime. But that would also be an incentive to not stop violent crime and get more money. So I'm not accusing. I'm not. Because I know very little about it. I just know I heard about it this morning, and the caller actually said that Montgomery was getting like $30 million or something from it.
What are we doing with it? That's what I want to know. What are we doing?
Well,
with it?
I mean, supposedly it's going to fight the violent crime problem in the city, but I'm just, and again, I'm not trying to say that I know about this and know what I'm talking about. I'm just bringing it up to maybe you can check it out. I don't know.
I'm looking it up right now. It is a thing. I'm looking at their past funding awards. So let's see.
And it seems to me if you get this grant and then you solve the problem, then you don't get any more money. So.
Hey, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I got to interrupt you. Story coming off Fox Business. Trump's approval rating is soaring in all the cities that have gotten National Guard help. This is why they're so against it.
Are you surprised? Yeah.
I don't trust polling in general, but I'm glad to see this. Of course, it makes sense. Who wants to live in a city scared crapless to go out, to run to the store, to do anything?
I just pulled this up. I found that Montgomery was awarded the Edward Byrne Memorial Justice Assistance Grant starting on October 1st, 2021, ending on September 30th, 2025. The award is pretty small for a city the size of Montgomery. It's $120,319.
Well, you think this was,
but that is exactly what it's for.
You would think this was a pissant little town based on the fact that we cut our police force in half.
Right.
Well, see, I heard that it was quite a bit more than that. But the thing is, look at the dates.
Yeah.
This starts a new year.
Right.
This starts a new year.
Yep.
Hey, guess what, everybody? Tigers 4, Seattle 3.
Ooh.
But
repeating, Tigers 4, Seattle 3.
Oh my God! Who the hell cares?
Right.
Okay, so Montgomery County also was awarded in 2023 the same grant for an additional $169,000.
Mm-hmm.
And then let me see what this next one is. The Department of Justice announced today that it has awarded more than $17.5 million in grants to support the Project Safe Neighborhoods program. That includes Montgomery, Alabama.
What do they do?
The
Distribute
Alabama-
leaflets? Like stop doing drugs?
The Alabama Department of Economic and Community Affairs was awarded $352,153 to administer Project Safe Neighborhood grant funds for the entire state, with $98,291 being dedicated to the Middle District.
Wow.
So that is almost $500,000 to Montgomery with just those three.
Well, I can see.
And if there are more, and then with October 1st coming up, them getting more money.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. This begins.
And that, I just looked.
A new boatload of money.
This took me 3 minutes to find $500,000.
By the way,
so if I dug for longer,
Mayor of Chicago is threatening to arrest federal agents. Try it, asshole.
Really?
What a maniac.
But I just wanted to bring that up. Like I said, I didn't know anything about it. I just heard about it this morning, and I thought that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. That to me, that and the caller that I heard talking about it this morning, to me, that seems like incentive not to fix a problem, to keep getting money.
Will you be? We will see you at the Baumhauers tonight, my friend.
Yeah, man.
Happy birthday. And we love you.
Thank you.
Take care, buddy. Here is TS before we go to break.
Hola, how are you?
Como se llama? No, what is your name?
Me llamo Anita. Me llamo Texas Sunshine. Okay.
If she says como se
Me llamo
you say
Gregorio. ¿Dónde
muy
está la
bien.
biblioteca?
Muy bien, too.
Oh.
Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'm not being ugly, but I am going to be ugly. I don't know where all the money's going, but there's someone that is the mayor in Montgomery that struts around in $5,000 to $6,000 suits.
Yeah.
Where is he getting that money? Oh. What's going on with the water park thing? I heard a couple of years ago it was a money laundering thing for Montgomery.
I've been here. I don't know how. I've been here in this time slot for over 20 years. I'm still waiting for my first call about how much fun they had at the water park.
Well, I haven't gone just because I don't have time, but there's something weird going on in Montgomery, the capital, and it just breaks my heart. That's all I wanted to say, Greg. Oh, wait, a quick question. Did we set a date for the bowling thing in Prattville?
No, we have not.
No.
Okay, I'll keep listening. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.
Thank you.
I'm going to a wedding reception at Montgomery Whitewater in a couple weeks.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's nice.
I guess they do events there, too.
Jim Zig Ziglar, quote, "We're not dealing with the fellowship of Christian athletes out there at 3 a.m. That's a quote from Mayor Emery Falmer.
Mm-hmm.
I met Emery just before he passed away. And thank you, Don Markwell, who has also since departed. But that guy was a leader. He ran the city like, I'm looking out for you folks. He was out there with the police. He was out there with the fire department. He gave, in the vernacular, a rat's ass about his people. This mayor, in his
Interesting.
immeasurable arrogance, said, well, I'm more concerned with getting the trash out of the White House. So you were happy with a brain-dead president who didn't even know what day of the week it was. That's your idea of good leadership. Well, you're following his lead beautifully.
That was Woody. He was just telling me that in the area of Bellhurst and County Downs, there's a helicopter flying around for the last 20 minutes.
I have seen it. I was just out in front, and there's a helicopter flying in a pattern. I'm not sure what they're out there trying to accomplish, but yeah, I have seen it. Friends, let me tell you about the advantages of owning a Clark's Club membership, because in the hottest times of the year, what's the one thing we all worry? You're going to come home after a long day and discover the inside of the house is hotter than the outside. And it doesn't take long in Alabama heat. The way to prevent that is with the preventive maintenance and the guaranteed response of a Clark's Club membership. It's a $180 investment twice a year. Top-notch HVAC techs from Clark's come out, tune your system, check all the major component parts, the coolant, everything else to make sure you're good to go. And if you need a repair or replacement part, you get a discount on parts and labor. And you also have access. I mean, their plumbers are just off the charts, great at what they do. Experienced. The one thing the plumbers and the HVAC techs all have in common is their peopleness. I just invented a new word, but it's true. When they're in your house, they establish a comfort. It's like having company. Nice people. More than one listener has said, yes, I did want to serve them refreshments because they're that good at what they do and that nice in your home. That 180 investment gets you 2 tune-ups and a guarantee of priority service in a heating, air conditioning, or plumbing emergency, and you'll be glad to have it when you need it. 277-2125 or visit clarkcomfort.com, Alabama certification number 09098. And we'll be back after we check traffic and get Uncle Chi-Chi's forecast.
We have an accident reported now on I-85 southbound. This is going to be right near the Lawrence Street Bridge. It is off on the right. Please watch out for folks walking around right there. We understand we have an accident now also Vaughn Road at Chantilly Parkway. Please watch out as they continue to work that accident. Traffic building all over the area. We're getting busy now on the interstates and the boulevards. Keep it here. We will keep you updated. Thompson Tractor has extended the Workhorse Special through the end of the year. You can get 0% financing up to 36 months. That's on a new 255 compact track loader with 3-year warranty. Thompson Tractor off I-85 just past Taylor Road. Wendell J. Montgomery, Skywatch Traffic.
What does it mean for a nation to be successful? I'm Stephanie Bryan, Tribal Chair and CEO of the Porch Creek Indians. We believe a successful nation gives back. As we've built economic opportunity and prosperity, the Porch Creek Indians have been able to give back to our neighbors in Alabama and beyond. More than $37 million since 2021 alone. From education and healthcare to tornado relief, learn more about our charitable giving at porchcreekindians.org.
Want that ride that is fun, affordable, and street legal? Check out ETG Outdoors in Montgomery. They have huge discounts on electric golf carts with many brand new units under 10 grand. New and used inventory, financing available, and they service what they sell. ETG Outdoors even provides lithium battery conversions and free delivery with purchase. Whether it's for the neighborhood, the farm, or just fun. ETG Outdoors, 7006 Vaughn Road, or online at etgoutdoors.com. Cruise smarter, drive electric. ETG Outdoors, your ride to freedom starts here.
What's your biggest investment? More than likely, it's your home. So treat it that way when you hire a painting contractor. At PBS Painting, there are no gimmicks, no $99 specials. Just quality painting and someone who treats your home with the same respect that you do. At PBS Painting, we have been painting for years and look forward to many more years to come. With PBS Painting, the job gets prepped properly, whether it's cleaning, scraping, or priming. We always use quality products, which is a must for a quality paint job. So if you're looking for a painter that doesn't need upfront money and is on the job at all times, then please give me a call. Scott Bowers and PBS Painting, 294-5122. That's PBS Painting, 294-5122. Look at some of our work on Facebook at PBS Painting Montgomery.
Clogged drain? Overflowing septic? Don't panic. Call the experts who've been solving plumbing problems in the river region for more than 50 years. The Tierce family's local Roto-Rooter team specializes in fast drain cleaning, septic repair, and installation. One call and your troubles are on their way down the drain. That's 272-7130 or visit rotorooteralabama.com. Roto-Rooter, always here when you need us.
Oh, Roto-Rooter, that's the name. And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Hi, I'm Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop Wellness Center and the Pepper Tree Shopping Center. We've used Blue Water Broadcasting for years, and we attribute our results to what they do for us. If you want results with your advertising, call Blue Water.
Radio works. It's as simple as that. Call us to find out how radio can work for your business. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
The River Region's first and only news talk station on FM. Live, local talk. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Trade in your cowboy boots for a pair of Birkenstocks with Woke Country, a collection of country favorites re-recorded with a liberal helping of liberalism.
Stand by your life partner.
Woke Country is the safe space to express your lived truth.
Man, I identify as a woman.
Woke Country features songs like Friends in Marginalized Places, Tennessee Latte, and this twist on our Johnny Cash favorite.
Well, I'm stuck in ICE detention because of Christy Nome.
Woke Country, available online and at the remodeled Cracker Barrel.
I played that because Zach Bryan, and now he's backpedaling furiously.
Ugh.
He apparently never learned or heard the story about the Dixie Chicks who dissed Bush, not here, but in another country, in England, on stage at a concert. Natalie Maines and her enormous forehead and the rest of those morons. Now he's addressing the backlash he's received from his song Bad News, which he described as a reflection of his love for the country and his need for unity among Americans. Zach, kiss my ass.
He's an idiot. He's a drunk idiot.
Kiss my ass, pal. You're done. You're done. The need for unity. Who's the one that's dividing everything? Well, we all know where it started. It started with that prick that we elected in 2008, who's still running around with his mouth open, and we're still paying the damage bill for his Obamacare and all the rest of his crap that didn't work. Who's got better health care? Who's got cheaper health care right now? Whose work insurance contributions have been lowered because of that bill? Anybody? How are your co-pays? I don't have permission to discuss it, but somebody I know had a life-threatening condition that had to be fixed with surgery, and he still had a $5,000 copay with health insurance. $5,000. It's going to take him forever to pay that off. But he's out there running his mouth. He clarified that the song is not a critique of ICE, but rather a commentary on the divisive nature of political narratives. Oh, you know, Zach, you're so full of beanie weenies. I don't know what your deal is, but I don't accept your explanation. And I have a hard time believing. You see, anytime you got to clarify something, you did it wrong to begin with. Your message was not clear. Your love for the country was not evident in that song. You are damaged goods. I don't doubt there's a few libs in the Nashville crowd, but you don't hear them mouthing off because you know what? They know who butters their bread.
And he's a veteran.
Well, then he's also a veteran of stupidity now with this. Not buying. And Zach, you're about to get, nobody's going to attack you. Nobody's going to assault you. They're going to stop buying your stuff. I don't doubt that there have been a few Zach Bryan record burning things or whatever, but you're dead meat, pal. You really are. You're going to have a very tough time overcoming something like that. ICE is just like any other police department with a specific function. We have laws. We're a nation of laws. What did I hear from all you leftists? Oh, no one's above the law. Even when we abuse the law to convict somebody of something they didn't do, or something they did do, like paying a loan off on time. Wonder how Letitia's doing with her loan payments. The one that prosecuted the president and then turns around and does the exact same thing. And now we got cowards in the DOJ who won't go after her fat ass. Well-fed, corrupt public officials. Nothing like. Hey, I may be the first talk show host in American history to. No, I wouldn't be the first to die in the air. Somebody actually assassinated a guy in Denver.
Really?
Years ago. You could look that story up. We can revisit that. All right, Soldier Boy.
Hey, Greg, it's amazing how the Democrats, when they scream and cry about the freedom of speech, they're the ones that try to censorize it all the time.
Of course.
And like you said, and then when they bitch and complain about nobody's above the law, they're the ones breaking the law.
Yeah.
They're great. Hey, did you hear about Jackson Hospital that got their money?
I heard the city. Well, were you listening? I just did a whole segment on.
Well, city and county gave money. City and county gave money, and Glenn Pruitt made a good point. And he's my city council person. He says, other people from other counties use that. He says other counties should have contributed, which they didn't. So the only people that gave money came out of the state. Thank you, Governor, and also the county and the city. That's it.
Well, do you think there's any coincidence to the timing of this financial rescue and the bad publicity coming out of the incident downtown? I think it's rather interesting, don't you?
Well,
they had
keep burning
chances to
money
do this
back-
previously, and they opted not to. Now, all of a sudden, they're trying to help.
How long before they burned through this money?
Well, you know what? Here's what you do. Because it would cost less to do this than it would to treat the people. If somebody from another area is there and not suffering from life-threatening conditions, you transport them to the hospital in their community and let them take care of it.
That's true.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly. But
If the other communities are not going to help support their people when they come to our hospitals for free health care, then send them to where they come from. And maybe that's how you build an agreement with the other municipalities on the sharing of expenses, because so many people, when Jay had his heart attack years ago, he went to the hospital in Prattville. The biggest expense he had to pay out of that ordeal was the ambulance trip from Prattville to Montgomery, because they didn't have
5,000.
the resources to treat him there. So if we're the place that everybody ultimately has to come for life-saving health care, not that they can't do it, I don't know. I've only visited those places. They should, at least there should be some kind of an agreement, in the sharing of costs.
Well, you need to go in there on a Friday or Saturday night and go to Jackson or Baptist's emergency room and take a look. Good luck.
I already know Dr. Thrasher was here and he told us all about it. It is one of the reasons these hospitals are struggling financially. But the biggest reason the hospitals are struggling, that American citizens are struggling with health care costs, is Obamacare. Period. And we warned you. But you see, we had a jackass in the Senate named John McCain who was so full of hatred for Donald Trump. It was more important to screw all of you, Democrats, Republicans, everybody, when he had a chance to make that monstrosity go away, which was nothing more than a socialist mechanism to control you. Instead, he voted to pass it because of his hatred. His hatred of Donald Trump was more important to him than you. These people need to be called out. 4:32 is the time. Are we having fun yet? We're going to be having fun at the Baumhauers, I can tell you that. Place that's been bringing great flooring. In fact, making flooring dreams come true, no matter what income bracket. Great flooring within range of everybody is Georgia Floors Direct on the Boulevard. Wholesale priced flooring with 30,000 square feet. They have something for everybody's budget. All you need to do is stop by, see one of the Merry Band of Floriers, as I nickname them, guys and a team that was built in the mold of Jeff Mallinson, who was born Mr. Customer Service. He's just got that gift. And his energy and enthusiasm and love for people is contagious. And you'll see that in Dustin, Jonathan Q, Andy, Steve, the whole Merry Band of Floriers over there, and a great backup support team, including installers who are just precisionists when it comes to installing everything right. They also offer window coverings, marble and granite kitchen countertops, 3 great ways to spruce up your home ahead of the holidays at a price that won't break the bank. Plus, qualified customers can do 12 months good as cash. They're on the boulevard across from Lowe's, a flooring destination since 1969. Off to the traffic dungeon, just ahead of 1819 News.
Well, most of our earlier accidents have cleared or in the process of clearing, and they are not affecting traffic flow anywhere. We are seeing building traffic now on the boulevards, on I-65 and 85, and all of our feeder roads out are beginning to load up a good bit. Please buckle up, be safe. Right now, looking really good all over the area. Let's try to keep it that way if we can. Strong enough for a Mastiff, but gentle enough for a Chihuahua. Invisible Fence is perfect for every yard, every pet, every need. Call Vicky at Invisible Fence, 265-2585. I'm Wendell J. Montgomery, Skywatch Traffic.
434 update. Detroit 8, Seattle 3. Phew. I mean, this is...
Do not go in there.
What? Somebody just down the hall? At 434, we do have 1819 News. I want to check, too, to see if the Cubs game has started yet. It has, and they're tied 1-1 at 1 inning. Should be another barn burner there at the Wrigley's.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind if we turned off one of the news channels in here and put on...
We should.
Who's got that game? FS1? FS1. Yankees will be at FS2. By the way, join us at Baumhauer's as we celebrate our good buddy William B. tonight. We'll have some strawberry shortcake out there for you.
1819 News.
Montgomery leadership held another press conference on Tuesday regarding the shootout that occurred in the downtown area this past weekend, killing 2 people. Montgomery Police Chief James Grayboys was asked by a reporter in that conference to respond to a statement made by the director of the Alabama Sheriff's Association that the city has a gang problem. This is what Grayboys had to say.
I had my first career since 1991. That's when I started. And one thing I remember about the time in the 90s was that every cop in the city knew that there were gangs in Montgomery. Though at the time, a lot of times people would not want to talk about it. Gangs are a problem, period. And so I'll say, yes, there are gangs. Nobody's denying it. And yes, they are a problem. But we're going to do everything we can to go after those individuals. And I believe that we're going to have some successful results in the near future.
I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
Did you know that 70% of people experience a potentially traumatic event in their lifetime, and that 6 out of every 100 adults face PTSD every day? Help us bring hope to these survivors by signing up for your Alabama Distinctive PTSD Awareness license plate today. The great thing is you can sign up no matter when your current plate renews, and the first year is complimentary. All you need is your VIN number on hand. Drive awareness, drive hope, and customize your plate today at atease.org.
An employee within the DeKalb County school system was arrested this week following a drug investigation. The name of that employee has not been released. School administrators say the person is now on administrative leave until the investigation is completed. The school district officials say they are fully cooperating with authorities in this case. I'm Andrea Tice.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
Hi, this is Bo Goodson from the Goodson Group with your Real Estate Minute. What is a smart way to buy a house in today's market? Now is a good time to buy since we now have a more balanced market than we've had in years. Here are the steps. First step, get pre-qualified with an experienced local lender. It costs you nothing to find out firsthand whether you can qualify for a home and how much that home loan will cost. Second step, hire a local realtor with lots of experience that can guide you, advise you, and be your advocate. We call those buyer agents. Third step, decide what your wants and needs have to be. Bedrooms, baths, floor plan, location, and school zones. Fourth, ask your realtor to line up homes that fit your price category and your location needs. Fifth, start actually looking inside these homes and see what is available and the cost of each property. For all of this information and step-by-step approach, call Bo Goodson from the Goodson Group at 221-2883 or 551-0225.
This is Johnny from Sinclair's on Bond Road. We've been in business almost 30 years.
Sinclair's East, Vaughn at Taylor.
I think if you hadn't tried us, you should give us a try. We've got a great menu, offered anything from chicken fingers, wings, salads, fajitas. At lunchtime, we do great country lunch with different vegetables and different meats every day.
Sinclair's, where you get great sandwiches and our daily meat at 3 special at lunch, to great pasta, chicken, steaks, and seafood for dinner.
Our most popular items are, we got a soup called she crab soup, which is extremely popular. We've got a bunch of pasta dishes, which people love. Mediterranean chicken is my favorite.
Sinclair's.
We do live music, light stuff on Wednesdays and Thursdays, and then on Fridays and Saturdays, maybe 3-piece bands or 4-piece bands.
Come see why Sinclair's has seen lesser restaurants come and go over the years. Johnny Sullivan Sinclair's at the corner of Vaughn and Taylor. Find them on Facebook at Sinclair's East. Google search Sinclair's Restaurant. Sinclair's.
It's a fact. Guys hate going to the doctor. But when it comes to erectile dysfunction and low testosterone issues, men from all over Montgomery have been thrilled seeing the providers at Montgomery Men's Health. Men all the way up to 95 years old have jump-started their sex drive and energy levels. Lots of men suffer with ED for years, but now they're able to enjoy sex again. Tom from Montgomery said, Montgomery Men's Health has changed my life. I have been able to be intimate with my wife for the first time in 5 years. She thought this problem was because of her, but the pills never worked for me. I had given up until I went to the clinic and realized there were more options for erectile dysfunction. Now I'm happy and my wife is happy. A visit for only $99. And that includes all testing, including a PSA and testosterone test. Give the guys at the clinic a call at 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. Or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
It's the moment we've all been waiting for.
Fox tonight. The Floor has a game-changing new twist.
The category steal.
I'm gonna go for it. Rob Lowe hosts The Floor. Then 71 contestants are closer to the million.
Everyone needs to keep their cool, including you.
And the only thing in their way are seemingly simple games.
You must thread a needle. You are not allowed to touch.
I've never been this stressed in my life.
Ken Jeong and Aaron Andrews host 99 to Beat.
Tonight on Fox 20.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state, while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
Rich Thomas weather brought to you by Clark Heating, Air and Plumbing. Summer is over, but the deals are hot at Clark Heating, Air and Plumbing. Just $29 service fee for all your AC and plumbing needs. Better call Clark today. Alabama certification number 09098.
Rich Thomas weather.
Oh, hi, everybody. Once again today, I think there will be showers on the radar, but most towns will get skipped. The showers will be few and far between. We're back in the 80s again for a high temperature today, at least the middle 80s today, upper 60s tonight. But a cold front is on the way, and that's going to bring some big changes. Thursday's high may reach 80. I've got us around 59 on Thursday night, with Friday's high only in the middle 70s and much less humidity. Get ready for a beautiful fall weekend ahead. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
CB&S Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. Since we began in 1906, at CB&S Bank, we're here for you. All loans subject to credit approval, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Live local talk, the River Region's most trusted voice for news and opinion. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Hey, we're watching all the important sports this afternoon. Of course, you can watch them live with us at Baumhauer's when we celebrate William B's birthday a little bit later this afternoon. But we have this highlight from the Cubs game at Wrigley's Field there in Chicago.
In this series, lots of strikeouts in this series. Bush with a drive, right field. Frelick goes back to the track, to the wall, gone! Tie game! Michael Bush, a leadoff bomb once again.
Listen to that crowd. Did that re-excite anybody about baseball?
Boring!
Well, you can't say I didn't try. It's now 3-1 Cubs. They got to win this game or the series is over, Pamela. So this is a big deal.
I believe you.
Very important. And boy, this is a bit of a surprise here. You know, the game there with the Detroit Tigers in Seattle. It's 8-3. Detroit. Shocking. Does anybody else share that?
I'm shocked.
Yes. I did have something. Oh, I did share that. Now I'm trying. I have a clip from the city council meeting in which I need everybody to stop for just a second, that I would like to share with everybody. It's the colonel speaking at the meeting, and the mayor kept interrupting him. From what I want to hear this for myself. I'm told that it's radio worthy. Just like me, friends. Oh, for crying out loud. You know, I was blessed with big fingers. But sometimes the mistakes that happen.
It's called fat fingering.
Okay. Send it, stupid. All right. That's my nickname for my phone, stupid.
I thought you were talking to yourself.
I could see where you could get that idea. Now, considering that this email had to travel all of like 2 feet to go from my phone to my inbox.
Yeah, what do you mean? It had to go up in the sky and come back down?
Oh, well, it's here, and I want to give this a listen, and I want to thank Cindy.
Did you share it?
I'm going to. I have to make sure that we have, you know, all of this stuff. Everything comes in a different form.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at me like I'm pathetic.
Oh, I'm not.
Share this tab instead. All right. How about if I just start? Oh, there's the, okay, we found the volume now. That's always a big plus. And I want to hear what this individual has to say, and I want to hear the mayor's behavior.
Tom Moore. Yeah, I'm a retired Air Force colonel. I've been served 22 years in the Air
Force colonel.
I'm a business owner here in Montgomery. Member of the chamber. My wife is a medical director of a large hospital here in Montgomery.
Tom Moore.
And also a physician. And our daughter.
Our friend. Wait a minute.
Your name for the Tom Moore. Yeah, I'm a retired Air Force colonel. I've been served 22 years in the Air Force. I'm a business owner here in Montgomery. Member of the chamber. My wife is a medical director of a large hospital here in Montgomery, and also a physician. And our daughter goes to Forest Avenue. To say we're vested in this city is an understatement. I wrote to you, the city council, 2 weeks ago with my grave concerns of the trajectory of this city. I received one response in an email from our president. He says, "You don't have the facts, just an opinion, but I understand." The facts that I provided come straight from the city of Montgomery. They are as follows. When I was stationed here in 2018, homicides averaged 30 per year in the city of Montgomery. To date, from 2019 to 2025, we are now averaging 60 per year. That is double. Our murder rate per capita is over 30. That is higher than the city of Chicago by 7-fold.
That's not true.
That is 100%.
That's right. Where's your opinion? You will have right.
There is 180% there is 180% increase in robberies. Our police force, when I was stationed here in 2018, Chief, you had 475 officers. I know you weren't here then, but now you have less than 200.
That's false. No,
our population in 2020 in Montgomery was over 200,000 and is now 192,000 people. 1,600 people a year have left the city of Montgomery.
That's false.
Be quiet, Mayor.
I love that.
Our DA, Ms. Oliver, said it best this week. We must admit that Montgomery is in crisis mode. Nothing will change unless we make changes. Not one thing is the solution, however, is essential that we recruit and support law enforcement. Our city does not have the officers it needs to ensure a safety and foundation that the city deserves. There are over 100 applicants to the sheriff's office, to the state police, and surrounding police departments. They offer the same pay and same benefits that the Montgomery Police Department has. Yet we don't. So, in the last 34 seconds, I've chosen the high road. I'm not here to criticize jeopardize your leadership, your leadership. I'm here to offer my assistance. I want this city to succeed. I've served this nation 22 years. I'm here to serve you, and Chief Grayboys. Whatever you need, I was recruited here to teach leadership at Air University, at Air War College. Whatever you need, man. I'm here to come with the facts, come with the truth. These facts came from your own city. 100%.
This guy's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Moore. Undeterred, didn't engage. And it was somebody from the crowd that said, "Be quiet, Mayor."
Yeah.
It is time for him to listen. It really is. I don't know what his plans are. I don't know what his political future is. I don't know if the mayor here is term limited or what. Because even on the heels of this incident and the story, I mean, for God's sake, there must be a way to find out how many police we actually do have. Why is that such an elusive figure?
I think that 150 is right. We had somebody comment about it. You know, Jacqueline said that. Somebody called while Jacqueline was on the phone and said, yep, that's the right number for boots on the ground cops.
Boots on the ground cops,
That's the
not
right number.
parking enforcement and all the other ancillary services that the police provide.
Mm-hmm.
But even more important, no matter what the number, they got to know that they have support from leadership. This is borderline evil that we have allowed the police department to shrink to this extent. Have you gotten anybody that lives in the city, have you gotten a tax rebate from the city of Montgomery because they're not spending your dollars?
They're not spending them on anything.
What are they doing with it? I'm sick of initiatives. I'm sick of anything that doesn't deal with letting people know who are intent on breaking the law. They're not welcome. And if they do, they're going to be dealt with harshly. This is only part of the problem. The other part is in the courtroom where we have idiotic libertarian judges who must live real far away from these problems.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Because they put so many of them back on the street or there's no bail. That's what they're doing in Chicago and Portland and Seattle and every other hellhole. And I don't want it to be a hellhole here. And if you should listen to anybody, this gentleman has the pedigree to say that he's invested in this city. He called it an understatement. I know him and I agree with him. Shut up and listen, because your way sucks. Go find a gig on MSLSD or some other crackpot leftist radio where you'll feel welcome. And they'll echo your views and nobody will challenge you. Lunacy, the crackpottery, the imbecility. These are all words that were invented by me and Joey and are patented, so use them at your own discretion. Who is this fat-ass Katie Porter that's...
Going to, they're running for governor of California.
Oh, she looks like a real...
Joey played a clip of her earlier.
I heard there was a meltdown in some CBS interview.
Yes, watch.
Oh, I wonder how I can get that. Mark Cumbie has sent me some great stuff. Let me grab this call while we're searching. Good afternoon. Who's calling our radio station?
Hey, this is Thunder. And I have a suggestion where to find that money. Go look in Reed's war chest and find out how much money he has in his personal account.
Well, I don't want to...
Loudmouth is not around. I'm sorry. I apologize. Every time I pick up the phone, that stupid dog goes to barking.
Kids know.
Yeah. They,
But I'm, you know, you want to find out where the money is? Go look in his war chest.
Yeah, it would be nice. I thought they kind of had to disclose that, but what do I know? I'm just...
Well,
here.
they're not going to disclose anything that they can keep from disclosing because they do not want anybody else to know just what level of corruption they have attained.
Right. Exactly.
And they're corrupt. They keep people from coming to the city. Then I get another one.
Thank you for the call. And I'm sorry your puppy's upset. I hope it was nothing I said.
I'm trying to find that clip, and I keep finding articles about it, but not the clip.
It's been around. I have actually a number of things. I want to thank Cindy for sending the clip we just played. I do this all day long. I come across something, hey, that'll be great for the show. So then I send it to myself through Facebook Messenger, and then I lose it. I think this is Senator Kennedy. Yeah. Let me share this. Let me get the volume up. We need either another computer or something that's going to work reliably here.
The truth is that this is a political shutdown. Senator Schumer is he's nervous as a pregnant nun about losing his reelection to the socialist wing of his party, led by Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez, which is in control. The truth
He's absolutely
is
right.
that,
And the fact is, Schumer, he's been in the Senate. He's another one of these lifers. He's been in there for 36 years. Now, it's up to the people of New York to pull their heads out of their collective New York asses and say, you know what, we need a different guy in there.
It's because it doesn't affect people close enough to home. A lot of this politics, people don't get involved. They might vote to say they voted, but it doesn't really affect them close enough to home because their life is comfortable. It doesn't affect their job. It doesn't, I don't know how they feel not affected, but that's what it is. They're just out of touch with it. They're not involved enough and care enough.
I have another clip here. This is Hakeem Jeffries and Representative Mike Lawler got into a heated exchange over the shutdown. Let's check in on this, courtesy of our great virtual producer, Mark Cumby.
We got a 1-year extension. Why don't we sign on right now?
Let me ask you a question. Did you get permission from your boss?
Why don't we sign on right now?
Did your boss, Donald Trump?
You can easily extend the ACA
Did your
right
boss,
now.
Donald Trump?
See, right there is a great example of libtards. They don't want to hear, they don't want to have a conversation with you. They want to talk over you. That's all they ever do.
I hate that.
It's a tactic. When you have no argument to make, talk over.
Mm-hmm.
This guy is telling him we've got a 1 year. Let's do something. I don't know how much of this I can take.
Not my boss.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not. And by the way,
So let me ask you a
why
question.
did you vote to shut the government down? Why did you vote to shut it down?
Let me ask you a question.
For years, you always lectured about how we need to keep the government open.
You're making a show of this to
No,
make
it's
yourself
bad.
relevant.
No, you're making a show of it, asshole. That's enough. That's all I can take.
Yeah.
Now, how am I supposed to have a good time at
We have an hour to recover.
Yeah, we do. We'll have Brant. Brant is always on a nice, even keel. He brings calm and peace. I'm not, that just annoys me. And that's their, I think they go to secret training classes.
No, they're just all narcissists.
This is true.
It's ingrained in them.
Mark sent me a clip of Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson. I think he would put me in the hospital if I had to listen to that jerk. He wants to he's challenging President Trump to a war. David Blackman did a blog today. Is a second Confederacy rising in Chicago? I'm going to take a look at this during the break that's upcoming while I do my blood pressure and other health measures. Our show, a proud presentation. I don't think I'm exaggerating here. Montgomery Paint and Body. Keeping them busy, folks. Donnie Turner, I would tell you as human beings go, he's such an example. And when I tell you, he doesn't want you to be in an accident. He doesn't like it when unfortunate things happen to good people, but accidents do happen. At least what they can do is, if your car is damaged, is offer you the best possible outcome. And by the way, it was his leadership, among others, that helped change the law in Alabama to give you the right to choose who's going to fix your car instead of having your insurance company do that. What could go wrong when they're picking? You get to choose. So choose wisely. The question, do you want it fixed or do you want it fixed right? Assuming the latter is your answer, and that's the right answer, call 27-REC with a W, or if your car is not drivable, have it towed to the boulevard at East Shirley Lane to Montgomery Paint and Body for over 4 decades, delivering that good as new, maybe better result to folks. Donnie, Brandon Turner, and the team there They'll be there to help you when you need them at Montgomery Paint and Body. Off to the traffic dungeon where we may find some customers.
Well, we have seen some slowdowns on I-85 southbound from South Union up to the 65 merge. That due to some earlier accidents, but those are clear and traffic is moving, but it is really busy there. We're building on 85 northbound, 65 north and southbound also building. Boulevards are busy. We've had a couple of minor accidents, but nothing really affecting traffic flow. Please buckle up and be safe. We will keep you updated. Lowest tax rates in Alabama are at McKinnon Toyota. The 26s are coming and the 25s have got to go. McKinnon Toyota, your family-owned and operated dealer with hometown service. Exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Wendell J. Montgomery, Skywatch Traffic.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bob Agnew. Union fury after the president suggested not all furloughed workers will receive shutdown pay. Randy Irwin is president of the National Federation of Government Employees.
Congress, do your job and pass a budget. That's going to require a little compromise. Yeah. It's not a one-sided thing. If you don't have a bill, you haven't done your job.
Some lower-priced Teslas are hitting the showroom floors.
In an attempt to boost slumping sales, Tesla is selling the new Model Y for just under $40,000 with a stripped-down interior. There's also a cheaper version of the Model 3 for under $37,000. I'm Ed Donahue.
Financial institutions are raising concerns about a potential AI investment bubble. The Bank of England warning today a sharp correction could be in store for AI-inflated tech stocks. And the tech stock index, the NASDAQ, did well once again today. It was up by 255 points at the closing bell. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bob Agnew.
It's the 72nd Alabama National Fair.
People come from miles around, from the farms and from the towns, to where excitement will be found at the Alabama National Fair.
And there's so much fun packed into this week, you'll want to come twice. Thursday is Dollar Night. Just bring a non-perishable food item for the food bank. Get in for only $1. And the rides? Yep, just $1 each all night long. One Benjamin gets you in, $1 gets you a ride. Thursday is the night to go to the fair. Friday, show some love to our furry friends. Bring a bag of pet food for the shelters and your admission is just $10. The fair closes the week with 2 great concerts by Anthony Hamilton and Lee Greenwood. Monday, the final day, will be school day with $10 admission and wristbands only $20. Skip the line, save time, grab your tickets now at Ticketmaster. The Alabama National Fair, sponsored by the Kiwanis Club of Montgomery, Coca-Cola, and HMMA.
Alabama National Fair. It's the best 11 days of fall.
Some nights, you just want great food and a place to unwind. Welcome to Jack's Tavern, where you get all the incredible flavors of Epicure in a laid-back tavern atmosphere. Perfectly grilled steaks, hand-breaded seafood, and pastas that put the chain restaurants to shame. Pair it with an extensive wine list or one of 58 beers on tap poured freakishly cold. Jack's Tavern, open Tuesday through Saturday. Good fun, good drinks, no rush. Just relax and enjoy.
This is not headline news. It's National Pet Obesity Awareness Day. Here's a sign your dog is too fat. You throw a tennis ball, he returns with a donut. Pittsburgh already erected the city Christmas tree. I'm starting to understand why my redneck neighbor leaves his lights up all year. In sports, Travis Kelce now holds the Kansas City Chiefs record for all-purpose yards, and for his wood to be sung about by a pop star. And Taco Bell tops the rankings for the fastest drive-through line and the longest bathroom line. This is not headline news.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm Greg Clugston in Washington. For the 6th time in more than a week, the Senate failed to approve a funding agreement. The government shutdown has now pushed into its 2nd week. The Internal Revenue Service initially planned to stay open during the shutdown, but now the agency will furlough half of its workforce. Most operations at the IRS were closed today. Authorities have charged a 29-year-old man with igniting the January fire that destroyed the Pacific Palisades neighborhood in Los Angeles. That fire killed 12 people and destroyed nearly 7,000 homes and buildings. Counter-terrorism police in Britain say that the assailant in last week's attack on a synagogue in Manchester that left 2 people dead had pledged allegiance to the Islamic State group. On Wall Street today, the Nasdaq rose by more than 1%, adding 255 points. This is SRN News.
You know, it was 2 years ago that terrorists murdered more than 1,200 innocent Israelis and took 250 hostages. And today it seems as if the cries of the dead and dying have been drowned out by shouts of anti-Semitism. And the most brutal attack on Jewish people since the Holocaust has been forgotten by many. Yet, as the world looks away, there is a light that shines in the darkness. United in faith, Christians in America will boldly stand with Israel this month by participating in a growing movement known as Flags of Fellowship. Flags of Fellowship unites churches across America, planting over 1 million Israeli flags across our land. Together, we will combat hate and the scourge of anti-Semitism, one flag at a time. And through our prayers, we can save lives, bring hope, and be a part of seeing a brighter future unfold. This October, please join us by donating your flag. Show the world Israel is not alone. To get more information about how you can join Flags of Fellowship and its movement, go to ifcj.org. That's ifcj.org.
Social media.
Remember when videos had humans in them? Thanks to AI-generated influencers, you can now follow people who don't exist, living perfect lives that never happened, selling products they'll never use. So if you see a flawless person doing a dance in front of the Eiffel Tower while reviewing a sandwich, just remember,
social media. And I feel slimed.
This message brought to you by Reality. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Social media can make you feel that way. It's 5 minutes after 5 o'clock. A nice chat with Jay Quinlan, Jacqueline Tomlinson, half of the team of Delkin Tomlinson. By the way, if you or anybody you know is ever in crisis on a family law issue, please don't hesitate to give that number. One of the things that makes her a great human being is her ability to stand up for people who are paralyzed by a situation. She and Dana Delk are just amazing attorneys. 819-4810 is the number. The web address, thealabamafamilylawyers.com.
Representation is made that the quality of legal services performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
I need to do that. I have another clip. We've had some great clips today, and all of them, virtually every single one, contributed by listeners. And I want you to know, like, especially in the aftermath of the incident Saturday night, my Facebook Messenger especially, I was flooded. I can't, or I sometimes forget to say thank you, but I look at everything that comes into that box and
I get a lot of them too.
So if you don't get a reply, please don't take that as a personal affront.
There's just a lot.
It's quite a bit, but all of it, please know this, all of it is appreciated. This clip comes from the Trump War Room. It's a 5-minute compilation of Democrats pushing free health care for illegals. In case you're wondering why we're shut down.
I haven't heard anybody in my party saying that illegal immigrants should get access to the health insurance marketplace.
Raise your hand if your government plan would provide coverage for undocumented immigrants.
Amazing.
Also cover illegal immigrants. Sure. So, yes. I am never going to be in favor of a policy that denies people access to public health, public safety, or public education based on their immigrant status.
That all people in this country have the right to health care.
Would you include the 11 million undocumented immigrants in that?
Absolutely.
His first order of business, expanding state-run health care, including full coverage to 138,000 illegal immigrants.
And, you know, it goes on, and I'm sure we'll probably play a little more of it. Who's the one that's getting squeezed here? American citizens. There are certain procedures and things in this town and elsewhere that you got to wait. Well, put it this way, if you got something going on that they need to find out to fix, it may have killed you by the time your appointment day comes. And again, the ambushing of huge copays. The people with insurance, unless it's like top of the tier premium that pretty much covers everything, the copays, not only for doctor visits, procedures, not everything that is done in an office that's needed to be done to diagnose a situation is covered, or you got to run it up the insurance company flagpole. to see if you can get them to change their mind. You got to lobby for your own life. And it's absolute garbage. But one reason why it is so out of control is because they care more about people that don't belong here than they do about you. Why this is so hard for garden variety Democrats or old school Democrats, where there once was a reasonable party. I mean, I remember many elections where Democrats would take Congress or the White House, and we would converse about different approaches to solve problems.
They used to acknowledge the actual problems.
Yeah. They just had a different way of trying to fix the problem. You know, looking back, somebody who was, except for his wife, of course, who was pretty effective was Bill Clinton. You don't hear the Democrats quote him much these days, do you? Or JFK, who cut taxes and encouraged people to find out what they could do for their country and not what the country could do for them. Today's Democratic Party, it's we got this huge $40 trillion credit card. What do you need? Just vote for us and we'll make sure you get it. Ridiculous. Insane.
Healthcare, Medicare for all to people who are in this country illegally?
Let me just be very clear about this. I am opposed to any policy that would deny in our country any human being access to public safety, public education, or public health, period.
Well, you can always tell when she means what she says because she gives you a nice big burp to put an exclamation point. Hey, you know what it's time for?
What?
The Gillette
What?
The Gillette
What?
The Gillette Cavalcade of Sports is on the air.
Oh, we got very important baseball games. You know, we got William B's party over at the Baumhauers, and the games are going to be on all them televisions over there.
Wait till you see these scores.
Oh, boy. Well, let's see. Right now, the Cubs 4, the Brewers 1. Go Cubs. The Tigers have tied the Mariners in that series 9-3. Well, that's good news for them, but the bad news is now they got to travel 3,000 miles to Seattle for the 5th game, play in a hostile environment. I got to tell you, Pam, I'm a little surprised at this result here. Part of me wants to root for Detroit, but I love Cal Raleigh, the guy that hit the 60 home runs, the catcher, the big dumper, as they call him.
The big guy with the big butt?
Yeah, he's a good guy and doesn't pimp on the field and do all that silly social media bull crap.
I saw a guy.
But on the other hand, Seattle's a crackpot town, and I don't want Toronto in the thing either because they're in Canada, eh? What?
I saw a guy in the crowd at that game wearing a shirt that said "Dump 61 here," and he caught a home run ball.
How about that?
That's crazy.
So the Tigers will get a taste of it. You know, one of the things about Seattle, they have to travel more miles than any other team in sports to play their schedule every year.
Yeah.
And I don't care if you're in a chartered plane, because I've been on a couple of those, or whatever it is. Travel is travel.
Mm-hmm.
There may be a fewer inconveniences.
It wears on you.
It does. And I would love to see Cal Raleigh with his 60 home runs against Aaron Judge, who has actually hit more and had a fantastic season in the American League Championship Series. So how do you feel about that?
Oh, my God. Who the hell cares?
Well, I keep trying, but nobody seems to want to cooperate with me.
I can't wait to watch football this weekend.
Hey, big games. We got a Duncan and Son Predictathon. By the way, please, if you're not going to join us at Baumhauers to help us celebrate William B., even he would say, go to the fair and have a good time. Have a little dinner date. There is police presence along Federal Drive, the parking lots, the entry. You can't, you know, they've got security at getting in, clear bags and so forth. So it's the safest place to be. You all have fair food. You have to go on the rides if you don't want to, but you can make a nice dinner date out of a trip to the fair.
I think I'll see if Jacqueline wants to take the kids on Monday.
It's a good idea. It's a really good idea. Yeah, this weekend, Auburn hosts Georgia, and Alabama's at Missouri. Love the way the Tide's playing. Looks like they may have found their mojo. We will see. But with the Duncan and Son Predictathon, you have a chance to win Duncan dollars with your personal football insights. At 5:13.
I'm Stephanie Bryan, chairwoman of the Porch Creek Indians. Tourism and hospitality are more than industries to the Porch Creek Indians. Providing a warm welcome is part of our heritage. It's central to who we are. From Atmore to Aruba, we've created more than 20 unique travel and tourism destinations, providing unforgettable guest experiences and life-changing career opportunities for our tribe and our neighbors in Alabama and beyond. Learn more at porchcreekindians.org.
Jenny King, the king of clean, delivers reliable, high-quality commercial cleaning services through a proven franchise model that empowers local business owners. Jenny King's franchise owners receive the training, support, and resources needed to succeed, while clients benefit from tailored cleaning solutions backed by a global brand. Jenny King ensures consistent results, trust, and success for everyone we serve. Go to JennyKingCleans.com and find out how we can help you. That's JennyKingCleans.com.
Jenny King, the king of clean.
Rich Thomas weather brought to you by Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Truckers, if you are looking for green grass, contact Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. In business since 1959 and still growing. Call today, 855-777-9785.
Rich Thomas weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Once again today, I think there will be showers on the radar, but most towns will get skipped. The showers will be few and far between. We're back in the 80s again for a high temperature today, at least the middle 80s today, upper 60s tonight. But a cold front is on the way, and that's going to bring some big changes. Thursday's high may reach 80. I've got us around 59 on Thursday night, with Friday's high only in the middle 70s and much less humidity. Get ready for a beautiful fall weekend ahead. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Ready to borrow smarter this season? Apply online in minutes at yourasecu.com. Call 334-270-9011 or visit your local branch today.
ASD Credit Union. Your life, your goals, your ASD.
Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. The Rip News Talk Station. News Talk WACV. News Talk 93.1.
Now, that's what I call bumper music, friends. Saw these guys live in West Palm Beach. It's Lone Star. No news. That is really a good song.
Is that going to get us kicked off YouTube?
No, it's off. I didn't put it on.
Oh, perfect.
No, that was just a little bumper while we waited to have our conversation with Mr. Right on the Money. And that's Brant McDonald from Invista Advisors. Good afternoon, Brant.
Hey, Greg. How are you, man?
Been a high energy show. And we got baseball playoffs going on. Pamela is my sports director, and she's been keeping us on top of the scores. The Cubs, by the way, 4-1 over the Brewers in the early game. There.
I know. How about that Aaron Judge home run?
That was amazing. And he said the ghost of Yankee Stadium blew that ball fair enough to hit the foul pole, if that makes any sense. Yeah, baseball fan. Because, we have a lot of people who here in the river region just absolutely find baseball
boring.
Shut up. It's exciting. It's fun. It just takes time. So anyway, we still have the shutdown going on. Information that the market needs to go this way or that way has not been available. What's happening now? Any word that this thing might be over soon?
No, not really. It's not public. I think that I am hearing just some things from inside the Beltway that there are some behind-the-scenes negotiations going on. Clearly, Trump has got the upper hand on this. Democrats look like fools, and so hopefully we get it resolved sooner rather than later. And you're right. I mean, one of the things that is kind of hurting the market is that we don't get the data that we so desperately rely on. It's not the small data. I mean, every day is getting something, whether it's ISM numbers or whatever the case may be. But it's the jobs number. That was a big one we missed on Friday. And then also CPI, which is another really big one that people are worried about we're going to get. However, with that being said, as I mentioned yesterday, we are just a few little nuggets here and there. So today we reviewed the minutes from the Fed that indicated, yes, the voting members of the Federal Open Market Committee are leaning heavily, really, towards 2 more rate cuts. We saw that in the minutes today. I think that helped the market. It certainly helped the bond market a little bit. Tomorrow's a really big day, too, though, because we do have Jay Powell, who's speaking at a community bank conference, and I'm sure he'll have something to say about monetary policy in some degree or another, to some degree or another. And so I think the market will probably trade somewhat flat in the morning until we get that speech whenever they have it. And it will be market moving, I would tend to think. Maybe not like in a huge way, but it'll give some sort of sense of direction, if you will, one way or the other. We also have sort of the kickoff to earnings. You know, I've been talking about Delta Airlines and Pepsi. You know, 2 companies, pretty large companies, one a consumer brands company, another one that's sort of more cyclical in Delta. Also with Delta, you get a little bit of information in terms of how they're managing margins around energy costs. And also they give you data that kind of separates a little bit in terms of how much is the consumer traveling for travel and leisure? How did that look over the summer months? What does it look like going into the fall? And then also from a business standpoint, because remember, Delta is the largest business airline out there. So unlike what you might see with Southwest Airlines, which is much more consumer driven, Delta has a lot of the business travel. So they'll have some interesting information, I'm sure, on the call. It's not a ton. I don't think that it's anything that would just be the absolute thing that moves market one way or the other. But as I said, beginning of earnings season, that's important. So we get both of those before the market opens in the morning. Then we get the Fed chair later in the day, and we'll see. Outside of that, not a whole lot really going on, Greg. You know, other than, you know, as you say, earnings season. Next week will be a big week. We're going to be really rolling, and then the following week will be even bigger as we get into a lot of the big tech names.
Brent, we so appreciate your analysis. That's an interesting take on Delta Airlines. I wasn't aware that those kinds of details made such a difference. You know, in my life, I've seen so many airlines come and go. I was involved. I was an ambassador for Continental Airlines for many years. I was an ambassador for Midway Airlines for many years. They were all great airlines, but didn't survive the various economies and times. And I wish we kind of had them back, so that there were more options for people, more competition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. But it'll be interesting to see. Like I said, Delta, big business airline. So that'll give us some good information. But they are, you know, consumers use that airline as well. So
be nice to have another airline option here in Montgomery, Alabama, wouldn't it?
Oh my gosh! Don't even get me started. I mean, really, geez, it would be so nice with a few other destination spots.
Yeah,
you know, besides Atlanta, Dallas, and I guess Washington, maybe Charlotte.
Yeah, I think that Charlotte may still be an option. Is U.S. Air gone, or are they? Because I haven't flown. I probably have well over somewhere between 3/4 and 1 million flying miles in my life, but none in the last 15 years. Because
but you don't fly.
I used to all the time. I loved it, you know, and now they've made it into such an unpleasant experience. I'd rather drive. That way I can sit in a comfortable seat, eat the food I want, smoke without having somebody threaten me with federal marshals, and, you know, have a ice cold Diet Coke or stop at Dunkin' Donuts in Grand Bay when I need it. You know, that's the way to travel for me.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. You about talked me into it.
Brant, we so appreciate your time, man. We will talk again tomorrow. If there's big news in the morning, please check in with us, okay?
Sounds good, buddy.
Thanks.
Y'all have a good one.
You too.
The opinions voiced in this material are for general information only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. All performance referenced is historical and is no guarantee of future results. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. The opinions expressed in this material do not necessarily reflect the views of LPL Financial. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice is offered through Invista Advisors, registered investment advisor, and separate entity from LPL Financial.
Now, Brant McDonald advises me financially, but I can advise you when you're shopping for a car. At Jack Ingram's Signature Used Cars, the place that features the most thorough vetting of pre-owned vehicles anywhere, and with more choices under $20,000 than anybody else. And they've expanded their $99.99 by that $9,999 inventory. Just in. This is a 2008. Oh, I can share this too, can't I?
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, this is brand new today to that inventory. It's a Nissan truck at $99.99. By the way, the videos on these vehicles, so you can see them inside out before you leave the comfort of your home or phone. Also new, a 2011 Ford F-150 XLT. So there's a couple of great vehicle options for you. And for some reason, others have moved. Oh, no, that's a Hyundai Sonata GLS. This one is also new, $99.99. As you can see, as I scroll through here, if you're watching on the YouTube feed, these vehicles all have videos. There's nothing being hidden here. The Carfax report reveals all. And their mechanics, you know, it's their job, not just to fix the vehicles that they service on a regular basis at Jack Ingram and all the great brands they sell. It's their job to weed out the losers when trades come in, because they really want nothing to do with a car that's going to be a troublemaker. So this is a place, if you're in the pre-owned market, I purchased there 8 times. 8 times. You can shop with confidence. It doesn't even enter my head. I know the people. I know the processes. So please, when you're ready for wheels, it's always a good time to love what you drive. Find the perfect car for you at Jack Ingram's Signature Used Cars. The movie Maven's going to join us. We're going to talk about witches.
Traffic is very busy all over the area this afternoon, and we have an accident now East-South Boulevard eastbound right in front of Burger King before Woodley Road. Please watch out for emergency vehicles there. Also got 3 vehicles on Taylor Road sitting on the bridge over I-85. If you're coming from AUM over to East Chase, they will be right there on your right. Watch out for folks walking around right there. Very busy interstates, boulevards right now. We will keep you updated. At McKenna Nissan, up to $9,000 off select new Nissans. Plus, you get a lifetime warranty on powertrains on new Nissans. It's worth the drive. McKenna Nissan, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Wendell J. Montgomery, Skywatch Traffic.
Finding affordable care shouldn't be complicated. Services makes it easy to choose the right plan. With simple, affordable options for your family and your budget, good coverage is just a few clicks away. But hurry, open enrollment is only for a limited time. Visit myguardiancu.com/health and get started today. Guardian Insurance Services. Affordable coverage made simple.
The best pizza buffet in town just got better. In October, Pizza Perfect is rolling back the price to $2010. This month only, the buffet is only $10. Included on the buffet is pizza, spaghetti, breadsticks, salad, dessert, and drink. Get it for lunch Monday through Saturday and for dinner on Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. If you've never been to Pizza Perfect, now's a great time to go. $10 for the buffet. Pizza Perfect. Available for pickup and delivery. Pizza Perfect on Coliseum Boulevard, Eastbrook.
It's a fact. Guys hate going to the doctor. But when it comes to erectile dysfunction and low testosterone issues, men from all over Montgomery have been thrilled seeing the providers at Montgomery Men's Health. Men all the way up to 95 years old have jump-started their sex drive and energy levels. Lots of men suffer with ED for years, but now they're able to enjoy sex again. Tom from Montgomery said, Montgomery Men's Health has changed my life. I have been able to be intimate with my wife for the first time in 5 years. She thought this problem was because of her, but the pills never worked for me. I had given up until I went to the clinic and realized there were more options for erectile dysfunction. Now I'm happy and my wife is happy. A visit for only $99, and that includes all testing, including a PSA and testosterone test. Give the guys at the clinic a call at 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. Or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
The Hunting on the Harriet II Riverboat is coming October 25th. Dress up in your most scariest costume, bring your partner, and dance the night away on the Alabama River. The spirited cruise includes live entertainment, spooky drink specials from the Cash Bar, delicious snacks, and a costume contest with prizes for the best. You must be 21 to board. Get ready to party. Book your hunting cruise on the Harriet II at funinmontgomery.com today.
Hello there, this is Dr. Sam, account executive with Blue Water Broadcasting. Why should you advertise with us? Frequency sales. The more ads you can get on the air, the better the chance it'll make an impact. Radio allows advertisers an inexpensive way to get their voice heard over and over again. Contact me, Dr. Sam, by going to BlueWaterBroadcasting.com to find out more. Blue Water Broadcasting, local folks helping local business.
Live local talk. The River Region's only 24-hour News Talk FM station. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
You know, I respected Andy Beshear, the Democratic governor of Kentucky, until I just said it. He says the Democrats are taking a principled stand. You idiot. You had a chance to separate yourself from that nest of loons and spending $1 trillion for the health care of illegal aliens, the reason the government is shut down, that's a principled stand. You're an idiot. I take back everything nice I may have said or not said, depending. All right. This is from the Babylon Bee. Joe Biden's speechwriter probably taking credit for all of Joe's mistakes. And it's ready to share.
Writer for the President of the United States, Joe Biden. I know you're thinking Joe Biden makes a lot of gaffes. It must be frustrating to write his speeches, but you're wrong. Joe Biden is a brilliant orator. That's just how I do talk and type speeches, Jacko. We all know the classics. Next Snellnerent.
Donald Trump does pose an extra threat to this.
The what?
It's not hypothetical.
My bus been wet.
My bus been wet.
True international pressure.
True international pressure.
A lot of people laugh at these moments, but I don't get it. I mean, he nailed it. Didn't even rehearse or nothing. One take Biden, I call him. I really thought True international pressure was going to throw him for a loop, but nope. He's speaking a word from his teeth hole, lickety-splat. Sometimes I get writer's block, but I always find creative ways to keep the juices flowing. Classic Biden, every time. Never fails. There was one day I was working on a speech, I don't know about what, nothing important, something about jobs, who cares, when the muse struck me, much like how I imagine she struck Michelangelo when he made David. Corn Pop. Who was Corn Pop? What kind of dudes did he run? Was his razor clean or was it rusty? I just started writing. The words flowed from me like an arched stream to a urinal. Was Corn Pop a good dude? No. In fact, he was not. That's my Sgt. Pepper's.
If it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to...
It's one of mine. Anyway. Does it annoy me that Biden gets all the credit for my Brilla Smart Think writing? Maybe a little bit. But he's the prez, you know? I take pride that my writing has placed him in the ranks of other famous prez remarks 77 years ago. Ask not what your country can do for you. And because of me, lying dog-faced pony soldier. I'm sorry. I have something in my eye.
What about stuff like if you don't vote for me, you ain't black, or when he recently referred to someone as a Negro?
That's not me. Don't put that on me. That's all Biden. That's not me.
That's really well done. Babylon Bee, brilliant humor.
Oh, they're funny.
It's 5:32. Coming up in a few minutes, the movie Maven joins us to talk about witches. And I think that should be a very, very interesting conversation.
Traffic is brought to you by Skipper Pools. Skipper Pools for weekly service, equipment and liner replacements, and a sparkling pool all year. 356-0237. Skip the rest. Call the best. Skipper Pools.
Well, we still have 3 vehicles on Taylor Road on the bridge over I-85. If you're coming up from AUM headed over to East Chase, they're going to be on your right at the bridge. Watch out for folks walking around there. Also had an accident East South Boulevard eastbound in front of Burger King right before Woodley Road. Traffic very heavy now on 65 northbound, 85 northbound, 231 to Wetumpka. We're busy on the boulevards. Buckle up, drive carefully. We will keep you updated. Register now for mini-term B classes at Trentham State. Classes begin October 14th. Start the journey to a better you now. Go to trenthamstate.edu for more information. Wendell J. Montgomery, Skywatch Traffic.
News is brought to you by Budget Floors and More, your new best friend.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, these are today's top stories. A local man has been arrested on charges of assaulting a Montgomery police officer. The incident happened Monday night in the 5700 block of Kalmar Drive, where an MPD officer responded to a domestic violence dispute. 26-year-old Devontae Wright allegedly pushed and struck the officer. Wright had several outstanding felony warrants. Montgomery Police Chief Jim Grabois and Mayor Stephen Reed held a news conference Tuesday afternoon. The 30-minute update on the investigation into the weekend's mass shooting provided limited specific details. 5 of the 12 surviving victims are still in critical condition. No suspects or arrests were announced, but it was confirmed there were multiple shooters involved. The Montgomery City Council voted unanimously Tuesday night to suspend open carry alcohol use in the downtown entertainment district. The decision follows a mass shooting in the district on Saturday night in which 2 people were killed. The suspension will go into effect immediately. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Delray to Publix.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Alabama Wholesale Lumber. It's more than just great prices on lumber. From Trex decking to energy-efficient windows and Tamco shingles, Alabama Wholesale Lumber has it all.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Oh, hi, everybody. Once again today, I think there will be showers on the radar, but most towns will get skipped. The showers will be few and far between. We're back in the 80s again for a high temperature today, at least the middle 80s today, upper 60s tonight. But a cold front is on the way, and that's going to bring some big changes. Thursday's high may reach 80. I've got us around 59 on Thursday night, with Friday's high only in the middle 70s and much less humidity. Get ready for a beautiful fall weekend ahead. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Delray to Publix.
On FM, on your smartphone, and online. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
The Movie Mavens Movie Minute is brought to you by AMS Studios. Relax your soul, refresh your mind, renew your spirit with AMS Studios on Main Street in Prattville, ams-studios.com, or call 730-1268. I understand we're going to have a talk about witches with the Movie Maven. Ellen Murray, good afternoon. I trumped you, I think, with no pun intended, with the word Trump.
Beware the cackle.
A conversation about witches. I love the fact that, you know, and I'm like Pamela and others who have said, you know, this is the month I like to watch the scary stuff. And we're focusing on specific specialties. We did vampires. And I'm still, Bela Lugosi. He's the bomb. Witches. So, and did you have a thread on your VIP page?
I did. I started it late, so just a few people were able to see see it before this, but still got some great responses.
Lots of time to Halloween. So, yeah, please contribute to that. The Movie Maven VIP page. Become a member and share your thoughts, ideas, recommendations, and feel free to put thumbs down on something if you didn't like it. What are you recommending?
Well, when I was a young witch myself, I was really into a movie called The Craft.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Craft.
Of course.
Teenage
We are the
girls.
weirdos, mister.
I don't know this. What The Craft? What?
Light as an
Perusable.
air, stiff as a board. It's just
It's from like
a bunch of
1996.
teenage girls. Yeah, 96.
I was busy
and
that
they have their own. They start their own coven, and they're
High school girls.
Yeah, it probably appeals mostly to teenage girls at that time, so I can't really explain it from another point of view.
It's a good movie.
It's good.
It holds up.
We're being haunted by a witch right now.
And of course, Practical Magic I liked. It doesn't have great reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, but
It's
they're
kinda
not right
campy.
about everything. It is cheesy, yeah. In fact, when I watched it 20 years ago, it was a lot better than when I watched it just a few years ago. It just didn't hold up.
I don't mean to
I only saw it for the first time like 2 years ago.
I don't mean to sound like the old guy in the conversation, but who defined the witch better than Margaret Hamilton in The Wizard of Oz?
So kind of you to visit me in my lounge.
Well, that's a very good point. She is the original Wicked Witch, and that's who you picture with the green skin and the crazy big nose and the flying broom and the striped tights.
You know, the thing is, she was a character actress, and she turns up in all kinds of other movies and TV shows. But that was her benchmark role. A nice woman, too. Very nice. And got injured playing the witch.
Really?
In the one scene in Munchkinland where she is on fire, she got burned
Oh, gosh.
during that. They had to take her for emergency treatment.
Scary.
Yeah. A lot of people had problems with the
Better
wizard.
than a house falling on you.
Yeah, but you see, that's covered by insurance. Witch bursting into flame is not. That's what my State Farm representative says these days. I'm trying to think what other.
I added several movies.
Well, let's talk
to her
about that.
thread. I added Witches with Angelica Houston.
Oh.
Which was crazy. I loved that movie when I was young, but it scared me.
Did you know they redid it with Anne Hathaway in
Yes.
2020?
Which I like.
haven't
I
seen
like
it,
Anne
but-
Hathaway, but that movie. Sorry, there's a gnat.
Yeah, we have those in here.
I
Why
don't
is that?
get it. I don't know. I didn't watch the remake because that's one of those movies from my childhood that is kind of sacred to me.
Yeah, I get that entirely.
And then I put The Lords of Salem, which is a Rob Zombie movie, which is scary. It's set in Salem. It's a good movie. The Witch, which was set in New England. I don't know if it was set in Massachusetts. It's kind of vague.
Yeah, I was gonna
but
talk
like
about that one.
around the
That's the
Salem
scary,
witch
scary
trials
movie.
era. Yes.
Yeah.
And then Hocus Pocus, Teen Witch, of course, which is adorable. And The Love Witch, and then The House of the Devil.
Can I put a vote in for my favorite? How about The Sandwich? Back to
And then the other person, or the other people who commented said different things than me. So
Yeah, in fact, Wesley Adams, I was going to say, Agatha All Along I've heard of, and I've thought about giving it a try. It's not a movie, it's a TV show, but it
Yeah.
is like part of the Marvel universe, I think,
yes.
which is kind of what held me back from trying it out. But if with this endorsement, I think I'll try.
Well, it's Catherine Hahn, and she's hilarious.
Right.
And it is spun off of the Scarlet Witch. Agatha was in the Scarlet Witch storyline.
Why am I not hearing about the Witches of Eastwick?
That is on. Oh, yes. Yeah,
Well,
Wesley
I was
Adams
gonna
said
talk about that one because
said
I
Witches
just
of
watched it
Eastwick,
last
too.
night for the first time.
What did you think? I remember seeing
Oh.
it. I'm not sure if it was on tape or in the theater?
I was surprised. It was the first time I saw it, but I really enjoyed it. Jack Nicholson plays the devil, and he's very young. Susan Sarandon, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Cher are all looking fabulous.
Yeah.
And they become the lovers of the devil and make mischief.
Well, the funny
It
part
was
of that
fun.
is that they
I
all
enjoyed it.
tell him way in advance, you're despicable, I don't like you. Yet he seduces all three of them, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, without any doubts whatsoever. Like even the whole town, even the old lady of the town, she's like, I haven't had feelings like this since World War II.
Well, I wonder what year that was. That movie made in the 80s or the 90s? I'm trying to remember.
It
I know it was a hit
1987.
at the box office.
I feel like it was late 80s.
Late 80s?
87.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a movie about a witch here. I'd like to play for everybody. It was a big award winner. Want to hear a little clip from this?
Sure.
In the last great invasion of the last great war, the greatest danger for one woman lies at an airport in Bosnia.
I remember landing under sniper fire.
I was gonna say this better not be Hillary Clinton.
There was no greeting ceremony. And we basically were told to run to our cars. Now that is what happened.
Hillary Rodham Clinton and hardened combat veterans Sheryl Crow and Sinbad star in the most important motion picture of our generation.
There was supposed to be some kind of a greeting ceremony at the airport.
Saving Private Hillary.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Let me throw in a last comment.
She's like, anyway.
Yeah.
No, I hate that woman. She's an insult to witches everywhere.
You know, you
Anyway,
got a point.
Peter made some comments also. He's really into some ethereal sort of stuff, but he recommended a 1922 movie called Haxan, Witchfinder General from 1968 with Vincent Price. Suspiria, which I've actually seen from 77. So these are things like before I was even a twinkle.
What was the one from 1977 there, youngster?
Suspiria?
That's another one that they remade too recently.
Wisteria?
Yeah, they
Suspiria.
did. Suspiria. Is that the ballet one?
Suspiria sounds
Yeah,
like a place you need a
has-
passport to visit.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
No.
But that's why we have you on with us.
Season of the Witch from 82, Spirited Away in 2001, and he's second, Pamela's Choice, The Love Witch, which looks good, and I'm going to have to check that one out too.
Well, as of today, we now
That's
have
about me.
Okay, even better.
as of today, we now have 23 days, is it, till Halloween? And these are, please visit the Facebook page, the Movie Mavens VIP page. Join up and contribute because there's so many great Halloween movies, whatever the theme happens to be. We'd love to hear what you like or what you would recommend and things you might want to steer people away from. All opinions are welcome. Please play nice.
Yeah, it's fun.
And Ellen
And
Marie, thank you.
The picture on the Facebook post is my little niece as a witch and my grandma, so you can enjoy that.
Oh, what's her name?
So the niece is Evelyn, and my grandma is Laura.
Well, that's nice to put the family touch on that. And what are some of the other topics we can explore moving forward that come to horror? Ghosts, good ghost movies, thrillers, gore. We should probably
Gory
salute
movies,
gore. And suspense and horror. Like Halloween is as much a suspense movie as it is.
Oh,
or
yeah.
Psycho by Alfred Hitchcock, not necessarily a Halloween movie, but certainly one that
we
will.
could talk about Psycho because they just put out a mini series on Netflix that is about Ed Gein,
Oh,
who
yeah.
is the inspiration for Norman Bates.
I kind of want to see that.
I'm in the middle of watching it and it is good.
Okay.
You have to know about him before you go into watching it. Otherwise, you will not learn a whole or not understand really a lot of what's going on because he was schizophrenic and suffered from delusions. And the miniseries is from his point of view, so he's not a
reliable
narrator. Yes. So it's very interesting. I love it.
Since it's based on real life, I would love to at least check it out.
It's very interesting.
Miss Murray, we thank you for running over time with us today. We appreciate the fact that you are generous with your time and talk about things that people want to know.
My pleasure. Thanks, guys.
All righty. What are some of the other Halloween topics we can explore as we plan ahead?
We did
vampires.
Yeah, we did vampires, which is we can do ghosts, like Paranormal Activity type movies. We could do just classics. We could do cult favorites, the gore, or like the slasher type.
Yeah,
there's lots of options.
Freddy, that's a slasher.
Slasher
series, right?
is
okay.
Like the chase and gore type.
Well, all we can do is promise you this by joining us for these features.
That's kind of scary, you believe me.
Apparently, traffic is kind of frightening right now. Here's Skipper with the latest.
Well, we have a multiple vehicle accident, I-85 northbound just before Ann Street. It's in the left lane. We've got several vehicles and a trooper there. Left lane is blocked, and it is causing a slowdown 85 northbound. We've also got very heavy traffic on I-85 southbound from Ann Street all the way up to the 65 merge. 65 northbound, very busy. We've still got 3 vehicles on Taylor Road over I-85. You're coming from AUM to East Chase. You'll see them on the right. Watch out for them. Also, East South Boulevard near Wallace Drive. That's the 2800 block. Got an accident there. Buckle up. Drive carefully. We will keep you updated. Come by Thompson Tractor and check out their incredible selection of used equipment. See the machines that get the big jobs done. Thompson Tractor off I-85 just past Taylor Road, or visit their website, thompsontractor.com. Wendell J, Skywatch Traffic.
Are you ready for some football? Whether you yell War Eagle or Roll Tide, if you're 4th and goal, then it's time you call in a special team, Alabama Home Mortgage. I'm Kim Williams with Alabama Home Mortgage, where we make mortgages easy. With a starting lineup like ours, you can rest assured that you are dealing with the MVPs of the mortgage industry here at Alabama Home Mortgage. Do you feel like you're being blocked on every play? Take a time out and make the call that will change it all. Call Alabama Home Mortgage at 567-4223, or you can visit our website, myalabamahomemortgage.com. Together, we can create the playbook that will lead to your financial victory. Don't let the clock run out. Call Alabama Home Mortgage today at 334-567-4223, or visit us online at myalabamahomemortgage.com. 567-4223. Alabama Home Mortgage, because there is a difference in mortgage companies. War Eagle, Roll Tide. NMLS 1586-36-8, Equal Housing Lender.
Looking for insurance, or maybe you're just not satisfied with your current carrier? How does quality coverage with local service and competitive rates sound to you? The folks at Stark Agency offer just that. Whether you need insurance for your business, car, home, or life, Stark Agency can help. As an independent insurance agency with over 20 of the top insurance carriers, Stark is sure to find the perfect match for you and your loved ones. Visit their site at starkagency.com or give them a call at 334-263-5535 for a quote today.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Protect your home and auto with a bundle from Progressive so you can stop worrying about them and invent new things to worry about, like snakes in your bedroom. Sure, that sounds incredibly irrational, but now that we've mentioned it, you are a little worried. The odds of one snake, let alone snakes plural, are so slim. But you might want to check. Oh, you're not near your bedroom. Guess you'll just have to sit there and worry about it. So let Progressive protect your home and auto, because you've got enough to worry about. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
Bleh! Halloween is here, but you still have a chance for spooky savings at Discount Dracula's Halloween Emporium. Ooh, looking for a last-minute costume? Discount Dracula's has them. How about a cape? You could go as a guy in a cape, or Zorro without the mask, or Batman on Laundry Day. Discount Dracula knows women love to look sexy on Halloween. May I suggest a cape? You can be a naughty woman wearing a cape. Meow. Discount Dracula's Halloween Emporium, located at the strip mall. Look for our plastic banner hanging over where the Circuit City sign used to be. Bleh, bleh.
Hey, and just to let everybody know that I patronize our sponsors like Discount Dracula, I had to put this a little hastily, but this is my Discount Dracula cape. Should I wear it I could go to Baumhauer's tonight as a guy in a cape.
If you want to.
Or Zorro without the mask.
I think you should wear it Friday.
Friday.
Yep.
Well, at least you know it's here. And I finally found it. But look.
I got to figure out what I'm going to wear on Friday.
And if I spray some black on the hair and pull it way back, I could look like
I think we should get the black hairspray and give you a good widow's peak.
Yeah.
Yes.
But what if I want to go out Friday night? Then I'll look like a freak. Well, I already do. I mean, who are we kidding? Hey, you know what we forgot to do?
What?
We got to check the baseball scores again.
Oh.
Big playoff action. Seattle is already going back home, tied 2-2 at Detroit. That's kind of a surprise, to be honest with you. The Cubs up 4-2 on the Milwaukee Brewers. And for those of you who are going to join us at the Baumhauers for William B's birthday celebration, the Yankees will be playing, and I'm sure that game will be on the screens up there. And could use the emotional support because it's silly to get really crazy over a game. And I actually helped the Yankees win last night. On account of, you want to know why?
Yeah.
Because I didn't watch it.
Oh, yeah, that does work.
And then when I check my phone and it's 6-1 Toronto, I thought, okay, it's just not their year. I accept defeat graciously.
Mm.
Anybody that knows me knows that.
You use that reverse psychology on them.
Yeah. Then I checked a little bit later and it was Toronto 6, Yankees 3.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, at least they're making a game out of it. The next time I look at 6-6. Then I was in the car and Jazz Chisholm, who was hard to like, except last night, hit a home run.
Mm-hmm.
They added on a couple of additional runs, and then they won the game 9-6, came all the way back.
Impressive.
And oftentimes in sports, that can turn a series completely around. Not saying it will, but it'd just be nice if the Yankees showed up tonight and just made it clear from the outset of the game, we've got this. That's what I would like. If they could embrace the spirit of Jay Quellen, that would make me feel a whole lot better. Thanks for watching us on the YouTube today. We're going to wrap it up here and go to Baumhauer.
Well, we have a multiple vehicle accident, I-85 northbound just before Ann